Question. I don't know.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Grand rising, people. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Another beautiful day on the Morning Mac Show. It's Monday Madness. Yay! And before I get into the show today, let's get into some of this goodness. Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. It's a great book. This book was so good. Last night I dreamt that I gave this book to Prince and he made it into a movie. What? I think I must have had Prince on my mind because tomorrow is his anniversary. Prince been gone for a minute now. So, but he made it into a movie. So maybe the powers that be, getting ready to make this into a movie. Somebody getting ready to be this make it into a movie. Some celebrity, great celebrity, got this book and was like, "Wow, we're gonna make this in a movie." So we better hurry up and do it before they do it. And those of y'all who are just trying to get your hands on it. Come on, Spike Lee, do the right thing. Come on, get this book. 40 Acres and a Mule. I would love for Queen Latifah to do it, the flavor unit, because I think the character speaks to Queen. And also it speaks to Molly Moss Sea Moss. Sea Moss Boss. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. He got the lemonade, the teas, and he got it in gelatinous form. And for the summertime when it's hot, he even got the daggone icy pops. Now this boy is on his grind. Molly, can I get an icy pop? And he got different flavors of it too, y'all. And the smoothies.
What up, Bree?
What up? What up? How's the
Monday.
weekend? It's Monday. You
All
want to give
right.
everybody baby update?
We still wait, man. He ain't in no rush. Any day now, though.
You
Any
know,
day.
it's funny because boys be up there just chilling. It's like he right down there at the head. He peek his head out enough to look around and then sit back and just chilling. Look, is his arm folded like this, Molly? Chilling.
Yeah, all he do is cover his face. When you try to get a picture of him, he put his hand up there, his arm. You go on the other
Oh,
side, he put that arm up. Like,
oh, it's like he looking like y'all mind y'all business.
yeah,
I'm
he
in
don't
here
like that.
chilling.
Yeah, he like, leave me alone. Cool.
Yeah, that's how Tyree was. He put his arm up. We was like, "Come on, show us what you got." And he was like, "I ain't showing you nothing." So, but the doctor said, "Hey, that's not an arm." I'm like, "Oh, it ain't." I'm like, the kid, the boy, little boy, a trip. He'll hide his face, but he'll open his leg. Like, hey, look at that. We were like, "What is that?"
He stay playing with himself.
Doing?
The only thing he got to play with down there. First toy.
Oh. See, I'm not a man, so I don't know if the first toy or what. Oh, this is going to be fun all over again. And I wanted to tell everybody out there, we're going to get it together. I keep saying we're going to do a virtual baby shower for Molly Mall. And all that entails is everybody coming on the site, showing him love and support. And if you want to donate gifts to Molly via his Cash App, IG, or whatever, you could do that.
What's going
That's
on?
what it is.
Congratulations, Molly. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. We still waiting. He ain't here yet.
He just playing
thought he-
peekaboo.
I thought he was here.
Nah.
He is here, but he just ain't came out yet. He just
Okay, I thought he was. Let's see. I was feeling it. Okay, it's gonna be today then. It's coming
Yeah,
today.
he heard about all that stuff going on. He said, "Hold up, eclipse. I'm gonna wait for a while. Y'all deal with that for a minute when all that
Coming today then, because I feel it.
Uh-oh. Is April the 15th gonna be the day, Molly? Yanni said he
no,
feel
that's
it.
crazy. It's great grandmother's birthday today. His grandmother's birthday was yesterday on his mother's side. My grandmother died on the 16th, which is tomorrow. So I got cousins and my
And that's so did
birthday
Prince.
tomorrow. So I don't know, 16, a big day, It's like he wanted his
His
own
royal
day, though.
badness. So
But
come
19th, by the 19th, they gonna induce her. Ain't no more waiting. We coming to get you.
did you tell him that? Don't tell them. Did you look? If you don't bring your butt on out here, we coming to get you. He'd be like, "Oh no." He gonna go all the way back. He be like, "Oh no, you coming to get me? Are you?" He gonna have booby traps and everything waiting for the doctors. He be like, "Come on in here." That's all right. Kiani, how was your weekend, love?
It was really, really nice. Really, really nice.
I'm glad. You gonna share what you did?
Oh, okay. Yesterday I went to the Don Omar concert.
Oh, I love Don Omar.
Yes.
Don
It was
Omar.
great.
He the one that sing. If y'all don't know, Don Omar. Everybody know of black people know Don Omar from Fast and the Furious.
Yes.
He played in it. Him and the other little dude.
Reese, right? Dang, Reese, you good? You right?
You know I'm a movie buff when it comes to movie entertainment, and I like Don Omar. I like his music. I be up here. Tyree, my son, to tell you, I get into my Latina. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love some Don Omar.
I'm gonna see some video then.
You got some video?
Yes.
Well, share it. Yeah, send it and share it on, or you can share it. Look, I don't know how you gonna share it, but yeah, we'll share it. Look, I send it, download it, smack it up, flip it, rub it down, whatever.
And then what I do Saturday? Oh yeah, Saturday I went to Piano Keys.
Okay, you went back there. Did they have a comedy show?
No, it was a live go-go band. I forgot which one.
Oh, okay. Because I know this weekend it wasn't the Whammies, I don't think, but the Crank something. The Sisters of Crank Go-Go. Was it a female band?
I forgot what band it was.
Okay.
I forgot. I don't know the bands too well. I just go in with them.
You just go in there. I'm part of the crew. You're not part of the roadie.
Listen, I'm part of the crew.
Keanu would get you in. Did you pay for the Don Omar concert, or did you say you with the band? Did you?
I'm like,
Keanu,
what? I got discount with tickets, you know, I had to get discount, but I was complaining about that.
man. And then I know the stadium was packed full of love.
Sold out.
Wow. No fights, no anger. They was enjoying themselves, wasn't they?
Listen, I was a big booty. I mean, everybody short
Latino,
skirt on.
all of that
I
Latino
mean,
flavor. You talk about black girl. Y'all watch out for them Latin sisters. Y'all ain't got nothing on there. And you compare like one race thinks they this or that or Latino woman ain't nothing. That's they black too. They so
man, some thick ones, tall, skinny, everything. Oh my God! I mean,
mhm.
you're right. It was a fashion show / model show.
Mm-hmm. So
No,
just
you're
like
right.
we have it, they have it in the team. Don't let
Yeah,
them
they got
don't let
weave.
them
They got
fool
everything.
you.
You're right. They got
They
weave,
they
high
they
heels. You're right.
weed, they drinking, they doing yeah, the Latino one where do you think they is blonde streaks in and everything? They got the combs that they can put the combs in theirs and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you're right.
look, I'm down. You know, I'm down for the cause. I'm into every culture, finding out what y'all got going on over here, what y'all doing over here, because I want to learn. That's just I'm nosy. That's just me. That's just me.
I danced. Let me tell you, when I said I danced, I danced.
Oh shucks, Keanu was was you
I
dancing like
was, I was doing a Victor Cruz.
Molly? You hear Keanu?
Remember, I know about that Victor Cruz. He played on the same team as my brother. That's what's funny. He used to be
Yeah, man.
teeing it up after every touchdown. Then he go do the Spanish radio. He really introduced football to the Spanish community, man. It wasn't for him. I don't know. They probably still won't know which team is which.
Really? Victor Cruz. Okay. Todo mundo, Domino, Sabado, Domingo. Today
He
is
looked just like us, though. You wouldn't even know he was Spanish. I mean, say nothing.
so I used to they used to think I was Latino when I had my hair blonde. I got a picture of it. I gotta send it to the
Hey,
show.
Felicia.
Hey Felicia, and they thought that I was man.
I believe so.
This one, we was in a grocery store, and my son was like 2 years old, and he used to always say his name was Rico for Puerto Rico, and they was like, "Oh, is your son mixed?" I said his daddy got a lot of shit in him, so he mixed with something.
Man,
But
that's
but
cool.
but he used to say Los Delitos, and that's because I used to have my child watching the Spanish Sesame Street. He watched the
Really?
regular and he watched the Spanish. And Tyree was counting in those colors and he was speaking. Sometimes I didn't know what he was saying because I still don't know what Los Delitos means. I'm like, I know what Villa Alegre is, but what's Los, and he'd be, my name is Rico for Puerto Rico. And
What
they
up,
was like, "Is
Slicky
he
Woo
from
Boo?
Puerto Rico?" No, he's not. My child just entertained. But that's how kids did. Kids, like Molly, get ready. Tyree had an imaginary friend named Arthur. Well, Arthur, the aardvark, and Arthur used to
What?
come and stay at our house all the time. Arthur would do
Oh, yeah.
stuff. Arthur be getting into trouble. I'm like, who did this? Arthur did it. So one day,
I wish I had somebody to blame. Arthur would have got my ass whooped.
my grandmother was babysitting him. This is a true story. Tyree must have been jumping on her bed, tore her room up, because she said the mattress was off the bed. He done slid the mattress off the bed, and she come in the room, and he sit down at the foot of the bed, just
Yeah,
sitting
I
there
think they
watching
ready.
TV, all calm. And she said, "Tyree, you do this?" No, Grandma, that was awesome. She said, "Well, calm down your touch." She said, "I can't see Arthur, but I can see you." She said, "She got that. He got to getting up from it." I was like, "Arthur gonna get you a whipping, boy. You better stop letting Arthur take control of everything." And then Arthur disappeared because I said Arthur couldn't come to our house no more because I heard voices. Saturday morning, and I know he can't reach the boat lock or nothing. I'm sleeping in late. Tyree up watching his cartoons. I heard voices. First thing I think, I know he didn't let nobody in my house. I know ain't nobody in here. I heard voices. My aunt said I was tripping. She was like, "Oh no, you heard the TV." I said, "No, I heard voices talking to him." When I went in there, wasn't nobody sitting in there but him, sitting in his Lion King blanket, watching the TV. And I was like, "Who was you talking to? Who was in here?" He looked up at me like I was crazy. I said, "Terry, who you talking to?" He was like, "Nobody, just Arthur." I was like, "Arthur." Arthur was here. And I said, "Arthur can't come to this house no more. No more." No, I mean, after I heard that, I was like, "Oh no." And I had to get to praying up in there and say, "Arthur, we don't play that. Arthur can't come to this house." No, because I heard the two distinct voices. I know I ain't tripping, but my aunt talking about, "Oh, you tripping. You just heard the TV. You was halfway asleep and woke. You just tripping." I don't know
Nah,
if I was
you
tripping,
probably
but
heard something. Probably really
I
heard something.
to this
I
day,
don't
I
know how you
swear I
get
did,
rid of it,
Marley.
I don't know how you just say, "Hey, Arthur, you gotta get the hell out," and he just go.
Arthur
I don't know if
I
that's
had
how
to
it worked.
we
You
had to
might
rebuke
gotta
and
do a
invoke his
lot of things
spirits.
to get rid of. But a
Get
lot of
rid of
kids have imaginary friends. I just think once they get a certain age, they forget about them. Once you start having your own friends, you don't even want to hang with Arthur no more. You try to hang with nigga.
I
Everybody can see
look, I remedy that, but he hung with his every weekend. It seemed like I was
the
getting the boys,
weekend.
my cousins and stuff, to come over on the weekends and stuff. Especially when Tyree got a little older. Like when we moved here to this apartment, he was already in kindergarten, and made the transition. And every weekend I had Damon. I was getting Jamal, Marquette, Lil Calvin, all the boys um, would come over here. I would get them in the day, or keep for the weekend. We'd take them to the movies. We'd take them to Chuck E. Cheese. I was taking them somewhere and make sure that I had something for the boys to do. I did. Even took them to the ones that stayed. They had to go to church with me on Sunday. I don't know how I did all that I did. I was working. I do my family, because I was about to say, how was I working 2 or 3 jobs and then had time to run around, do everything, and go to church and everything? My family, because I didn't work every weekend, every other weekend. The weekend that I was off, I had everybody. The weekend that I had to work, my aunts and my cousin, everybody helped me take care of Tyree, because I was a work assistant. I was I was cleaning domestic service on the weekend, cleaning these people's houses out in Potomac. And my aunt to tell you that's true, because I had her helping me. I knew I couldn't do it alone. We had 3 houses. Back then, we was getting $150 a house. This was back it was in the 90s, back then in the late 90s. And I had 3 houses, and every other weekend. So I was like, I told my auntie, I said, "Look, I need help. I can't do it." She was like, "Hell yeah!" I said, "I split it half with you." She said, "Hell yeah!" Because that was $75 cash, and we would be over there like 3 hours. She take the top, I take the bottom, or vice versa, and we would clean this people's house out in Potomac. Yep, and that was one of the part-time hustles, right? The other part-time hustles that I worked for, I went back. I started out as a kid working for 7-Eleven, so had got a little name of this, so it was easy for me to go back and work part-time as an adult. I would work Friday night and Saturday night, overnight shift. Those 2 nights. So when I would get off from work at 7-Eleven, that's why I needed help. Me and my aunt would go clean houses that Saturday morning. We would only clean houses on Saturday. Sunday, I didn't do nothing but go to church and rest. If I went to church, sometimes I didn't make it there, but I would cook dinner and go to. It was like I had a routine, and then I had my regular 9 to 5 job, and the 2 part-time hustles. I had a routine, because I said, because somebody told me you couldn't do it, or it can't be done. You're not gonna be able to do this. You ain't gonna be able to do that. And my favorite thing is watch me. When somebody tell you you can't do something, that just fuels, so I can say this line: watch me. Oh,
Yeah,
you
you
ain't gonna
can't
be
give
able
me
to
$1 million. You can't give me $1 million,
watch me.
Reese. You can't.
Watch
I
me.
bet you can't get me $1
I
million.
bet you I can. Look, Prince done already told me that it's coming. I done had a dream that Prince getting his book published. And you know what? That is Spike Lee. Spike Lee, Prince is talking to us from the grave. I dreamt that. I gave the book to Prince. Prince liked it, loved it, and
Your
he
man then. Did you mean to say that? Said your man then was a terrible thing to waste. I think she's saying Reese, your man then was a terrible thing to waste. Okay.
I ain't even do
Back
no
then.
drugs. I wasn't even on nothing. I wasn't even on nothing but chicken and soda. So
Chicken and soda.
chicken and
I don't know
soda.
if she's saying that people's mind back then was a terrible thing to waste. Like back then your mind was a terrible thing to waste.
I was creative, just like I'm still creative right now.
It's like
I,
something.
I,
Remember, I've been on this earth before you.
yep, 7 whole
Say
years
they was
before
doing them
me.
type of gigs too. See, they was doing them type of gigs as well. Y'all was
You
cleaning
know,
houses and stuff. That's a nice hustle. All the foreign people got it now. You know,
yeah,
Braylon.
that's how they, because the
People
people pay
cleaning
you
time,
cash.
give
They
them
had me.
$100.
Nope,
Yeah.
it was they was giving, it was a big old house of Potomac. They gave us $150, and me and my auntie split it. Boop boop, 75. Like I said, I don't have no problem in breaking brick because money you spend it is gone. It's for a bill. So Molly, we're gonna get to that $1 million. We're gonna get it, Martha. I bet you little man gonna be like, my aunt Reese bought me
I'm
this
part of it.
rocket
$1 million.
and a roller coaster and everything. They be like, "What you playing with now, little Braylon?" He was like, "I'm playing with my roller coaster, and my aunt Reese is giving me the plutonium now to build my rocket. Anything he want to be like, here, baby, here, go be great. You go on, do it. Don't let nobody say you can't.
I'll be right back.
Just don't hurt nobody doing it. Go on and do you. He gonna be doing everything." Because he got the support and gonna have the love
Be way
behind him.
back. Well, if y'all out there hiring, Reese just basically gave y'all her whole resume. She worked at 7-Eleven. She cleaned houses. She part-time, did
What
another
didn't
job,
I
and
do? I
still
worked
made it
at the
on church
clean.
on Sunday. So if y'all hiring.
So I was a caterer. I cooked. I was a caterer. I worked in the deli. I was in the deli cutting meat. I was making all kinds of delectable items. Worked in the bakery. I loved it. I used to work at Tiffany Bakery at Landover Mall. Not Landover.
KFC too. You worked at KFC
Yeah,
too.
KFC. My first job was Taco
Yeah,
Bell.
that's what
Second job, I
Uncle
left
Lisa
Taco
did.
Bell to go to KFC. I worked KFC and 7-Eleven, for a long time at the same time. I believe one job, go to the next job. I was a working little fat girl. I was up there. I was
You working at
hustling.
all the fast food
I
spots.
was
You was eating
I
free.
worked at. Oh yeah,
You was
no, my
eating
family
free.
was eating free. Yeah, I ate free, but my family loved it. Man, this true story because they could go in and you could get groceries for your family and they put it on your grocery list because we get discounted stuff. Here go my aunt. Well, let me go up there and get a couple of things. Man, she went up there and got a couple of things. She got everything. I was like, wait a minute, wait a
That was
minute.
her favorite. That was her favorite. Slicky said he won a club. Reese, can you give him that? You gotta tell her she can't get you a club. That's how you gotta do it. Reese, you can't get me no club. She put that motivation into proving you wrong. There go
Hey,
JoJo,
honey.
baby.
Oh,
What?
JoJo. What?
JoJo
Yay.
in the
We
building.
missed you, JoJo.
What you all
What's,
happy about this morning, Molly? Molly
she
passed
see
you a
you?
Molly.
Hey, what's up with you, man? You all right, man? Blink if you need us, man. Blink 2 times. Give us a warning, man. You good? We on the way,
I
son.
need you. That was twice, nigga. Where y'all at?
Look, Molly.
What up,
Keani,
though?
right? Your son might be born today, Molly. Molly down in NC waiting for the baby to come.
Oh boy.
The little boy too. And you go, oh boy, just waiting. Molly down there with the gloves like this. Okay, Niche, come on. Okay.
You need an address. You need an address for my cigar.
Yeah, man. Need a
I'm gonna send you an
cigar,
address.
man.
I'm gonna send you an address for my cigar. You supposed to be passing out.
Don't let them get
JoJo
it
in
a
the
pass
building.
out.
Flicky said, "What up, JoJo, baby?"
What's up?
Felicia
I
said
like.
you was eating free first at University of Maryland, Reese.
Oh yeah, I worked at University of Maryland too. Yeah. Well,
I
I
like.
mean, where didn't I work? I worked Centas. I worked, I worked a lot of places. That's because I stayed with a job I was working. Look, I'm a Jackie of all trades and the master of some. And then and when I got sick and they told me, "Oh, you can't do this. You can't even see. You can't do
What
that."
up, Lee?
I went and I became a EMT, not an EMT, medical assistant. I went and did that. Didn't even have my vision good because I had got sick. We didn't know what the hell was wrong with me at the time. That I was dealing with tumors in my neck. That's how come I know a little bit about nuclear medicine. And my grandmother helped me get through school because she didn't know the words, but I would sit and read and write the words out till I memorized it and do spelling bee. Grandma spelling to me like I was in elementary school. And I graduated the top of that school um, with I'm a registered medical system, an RMA. I graduated in the top in the top 5% tier. My GPA was above a 4.0. It was just me and three other people that graduated in that top 5% of that class. And we had the different colored tassels on our graduation cap and gown. We had the gold tassels on there. Everybody had the regular black one and the white one. We had the gold ones. And that just because they said I couldn't do it. So I'm keep on keeping. They say, "Oh, you can't survive this. You can't do this. You can't do that." And I'm still here, and I keep on rolling. It's like
Yeah,
those
you
negative
know.
words give me strength. You don't tell me. Only God tell me what I can't do. Now I ain't gonna let man do it.
Yeah. Hey, Molly. And after that, I really need to. After all that great speech on that, on her academic achievements, talking to a dropout. You know what I'm saying? I like Padrones, yo. Them Padron cigars, yo. I don't need a real big one. I like the short Padron joints. That's it. That's all. That's what I wanted to say. Come on.
Is that
The
JoJo
first
baby?
time I heard that.
Is that
Yep,
You
yep.
JoJo
don't know nothing
baby?
about the
Building, Kayla.
JoJo,
What up, Lee?
Yo.
what up, baby?
Oh, what's up? What's up, Lee dog? What's up, Shorty?
Yeah. What's going
You know,
on, Drew?
I'm moving in with Miss Mac on the eyeball game. I couldn't even see my eye game. I'm getting ready to be in line with her getting shots in my shit. You know what I mean? So
I'm gonna tell you like this right here.
we're gonna split an
I'm
Uber.
already there.
Split
I'm
an
just
Uber.
not getting the shots, but it looked like your hairline came back, and I couldn't tell who you were.
No, Shorty, there's a difference. There's a difference. That's why I don't like the pull back shit. The pull back dread, the pull back cornrows. That should be tight pull back. My forehead big enough. I don't need to put no extra stress on the back. You know what I mean? I need it down to the sides or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Help a brother out. Give a nigga some face. You know?
Some face.
And watch how you use that word. Back in the day, it meant something else.
And I know. I'm just hoping that you didn't take it in that manner. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me. That's why I corrected you. We don't do that.
Yeah,
How you been,
I do that. I don't know.
What up, Jolie?
Look, she don't do that. I do that.
Oh boy.
Oh,
She did face. Trust. She good face. She just ain't giving face to me. That's what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? She ain't giving face to a nigga. She giving face though. You know what I'm saying? She giving. Trust that. She ain't got no
JoJo,
face. She waits. If she waits, but she ain't got no face.
JoJo, you know you my baby. You know I love you dearly. And you be in line before any of these jokers. And when I see Rodney, I'm gonna punch him in the face because Rodney got perverts looking me up again. But that's okay. Rodney was like, "You gonna get you some when I get back from Indonesia? You better have you." I'm like, "Okay, Rodney." Rodney said, "Don't." Rodney said, "You need to be selfish." Rodney said, "Make them come to you and then kick them out."
Hey, look. If he in India, he can probably get somebody over there looking to get their green card. You can find yourself a nice brother like that. He'll be loyal too,
And he'll have some dollars. He'll be like, "Come on, help me run the mini mart, the quickie mart." And I'll be look, and I already got the work experience, Molly. Don't I got the work history already? I could run a mini mart, a quickie mart, 7-Eleven with my eyes closed. Yes, I can. And I was.
You don't need vision to do them jobs. You can go back to the
I
mark
do with
right
my
now.
eyes closed. Look, an inventory specialist. I was an inventory specialist. Everybody know what that is. You had the 10 key count calculators. Had to go in there. We had to do the daggone inventory for the Heckingers one time. Y'all remember Heckinger? It used to be we had to go up there. We were somewhere out in Baltimore where the warehouse was. That was the biggest. Took us 12 hours. It was like a team of 18 of us because it was 2 vans full. And
that's why I'm trying to be a comedian now and a host now. That's exactly why. So we ain't got to talk about all them bowl jobs joints. We trying to hear some of the stage jobs.
I'm ready to hit the stage. I'm ready to crack the cement. I mean, cracking it up. So we got some things on the roster coming up, and you got some things on your roster coming up. Do you not, sir?
Yeah, I got a couple things covered. I'm nothing out of the way. I'm looking for that wave, that seam that you get in that swoops you away like one of them rip currents in the ocean. You know what I'm saying?
Now my man Phil is hitting it. Everything I see, Phil. Look, Joe, when it's our time, we're going to catch the wave. Definitely, it's coming.
Oh, Phil putting in that work though. You know, Phil out there.
That's right. Well, I'm trying to put in that work. I'm trying to get that work in.
You know.
Hey, bees! Look who I found for you.
Yo? What's going on, JoJo? How you been, dog?
Well, who that?
The Beast One, man.
How you doing? I had to pull you up. I got that little screen phone.
Rodney, that's Rodney, the other light-skinned brother.
Yes.
He was crying for you. He was like, "Where's JoJo?"
Yeah, I missed you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, thank you, brother.
What you gonna say, twin? Where have you been?
I thought I was like, yeah, man. The last I heard, you was going off on people, and then you disappeared. I was like, shit.
That boy, you know, they threw me in a cave. They threw me in a cave down by the seashore. I had to wait for Jesus to come get me. You know what I'm saying? I was chained in a cave by the seashore.
Okay, it's good seeing you.
Jesus came, got me though. Amen. Nah.
It's a beautiful day here in DC today, man. I'm out here working, trying to enjoy this day.
So you're telling me you're out on bond?
Oh, you talking about JoJo?
He's talking about you.
No,
he's talking about the beats. He's talking about Rodney.
They dropped the case.
Oh yeah, that's always a wonderful thing. Clap it up for the lack of evidence. Clap it up for the lack of evidence.
Exactly.
That's the only reason. Hey, look, for a brother in your complexion, that's the only reason they dropping that joint, because they ain't got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Because he likes it.
if they would have had if they would have had a little piece of this beard, just the hair of this beard, they would have came after you like warlords, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
So congratulations on that.
Wow. Okay, Molly, do we got
It's a
a
blessing.
video we could listen to the audio of it?
Good.
You got
Molly,
the video.
and who
Molly
is
had a
that?
baby?
We waiting. Look, Kiani said it's going to happen today.
I really understood
Oh
that
yeah.
because
Okay.
technically I'm not white. You know, I've got olive brown complexion skin. I'm Palestinian. People consider Arabs like not white, right? So when I finally owned my own business, I was like, I'm going to look into why am I not a minority? I did a little research, and it turns out like in the early 1900s, when people from the Middle East are coming over to America, people who are already here that are considered white, like from Europe and everything, didn't want them to be considered white. But people from the Middle East said, well, if we're not white, then Jesus can't be white. So it kind of dispels your whole like Jesus is white, blue eyes, blonde hair. People didn't like Jesus to not be considered white, so they made people from the Middle East and North Africa white. This blows my ever-loving mind. It blew my mind too, because they don't want to treat us as white people. However, we need to be considered white just to keep a certain group of people satisfied and comfortable. Yes, that's what I had.
Certain group of people satisfied and comfortable. So she said when she came over there from the Middle East that she knew she was a minority, but they made her check that little white box. And that helps you out when you try to go in the banks and get loans and all that stuff. I did not know this. I didn't believe Malik when he said that your social security number, they could tell what color you are by your social security numbers. And I didn't know that. I honestly didn't know that because I was like, oh, those random numbers. Nope. Certain classes get certain numbers, and you're born in a certain year, you get certain numbers. That's why I was like, well, why everybody born in this year number begin with a 216 or 2, whatever that year is. And then the way it ends in certain numbers. I had not a clue. I thought that was just social security numbers was randomly given by the vital statistic people. And social security number ain't on your birth certificate. You got to take your birth certificate down and go get the social security number. But the hospital now, they send their information to vital statistics to generate a social security number for you. But once you're born, you get your own social security number. I just thought all of this stuff is wow. I feel like we were being herded like animals, like animals on a farm, like you get your own number, you get your own branding, It's just remarkable that other countries and how they look. And she said that she told them, well, then if we're not considered this, then your Jesus can't be this either. But they do whatever they want to do to make a certain group of people comfortable. And we know we not that group because they ain't never did nothing to make us comfortable at all. What y'all think about that video that y'all saw? Anybody?
I'm sorry, I'm driving. I'm trying to figure out where the spot at. But so unfortunately, because we've made such a big deal that that everybody has to be in this certain race or genre, this, that, and other. I mean, at this point, a lot of people will be able to agree that Jesus was not white-haired, blonde haired, blue eyed. And that was something that white people wanted to keep out there to make it seem like they're the superior race. But in my opinion, race was created just to make the non-superior race have a way to try to convince people that they are superior. And but we all human in my eyes, so I really
Should be
don't stay. I
one
really don't
race.
stay into that. We all bleed the same blood. We all, die the same way. It
Yeah.
ain't it ain't nothing different. You're beautiful no matter what color your skin is to me, and
No,
and that's it. So
no. What if we took race? Would there ever be a way that we could take race off the books? You know what I
no,
mean? Just like they want to bury
no,
the N
because
word, they want to bury the N word. Why can't we take race off the book? Why do we got to say what we are? Why do we got to mark what we are on a piece of paper? Why do we have to be looked as the race of this or race of that? Why couldn't we just be looked at as people or a person? Like what if all of the world got together and said we're gonna throw that race out the way, right? What will happen? What will
I tell you
happen
what
if you
needs to happen.
locker?
The only way that happens is if aliens attack or
They
or
blow
and
up
then we
some
all
type
have
of
to be one race.
there's a
terrorist stuff.
huge natural disaster. No, not terrorists, because that's going to be a race or something.
Yeah,
It's going to be a culture. It can't be terrorists. It got to be like a natural disaster or the aliens hit. When the green people hit, it ain't gonna matter what color you are, as long as you ain't green or whatever. You
yeah.
Great.
feel me? Then the race won't matter. But that's all.
Well, when the terrorists hit Americans, this was America though. Americans, they was like, "We all Americans. Come on, brother. You
Mhm.
my brother." You had Cletus right up there with Jethro and Bubba and all of them said, "Come on, brother. We all one race. Yeah, let's take these commie sons of bitches down. Come on." I mean, that's what you had. That was all Americans.
You
Everybody was
can't
American then when
you
they was
can't
going
you
after
can't
another country.
you can't build off of fear.
Mm.
You can't build off of coming up off, well, you can, but
Yeah,
it's
America was built off of fear.
early in the game you could, but you can't get happiness off somebody else's misery, really. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of what I'm saying. You can't build your happiness off somebody else's misery. So that's gonna be number one for that. My
Yeah,
brother have a
when
comment.
when they need help, they here they come. They were like, "Come on, let's kick them sons of bitches ass." That's when
So
you are part of the
that's
crew.
when you were saying
Numbers got
that's what I was responding to when you said everybody come together and let's kick that ass. That's still they hating somebody. They trying to get you to come along. They don't really love you then. That's not real. That's not real right there. That's just looking for numbers. You're just trying to get some help.
Look,
That's
that when you said looking for numbers, that sound like the political game, the arena.
yeah.
They don't really love you whether you're a Democrat or Republican. They just looking for numbers because they want you to stay.
gangs, mobs, everybody. They
Hmm.
want
That's all. They don't really love you for real. They just looking for numbers. Did you vote? Did you vote? Did I get your vote? I got. Oh yeah, come on, yeah. You got a piece of pie. Did I get your vote? You didn't vote.
Bigger than
Get the hell out
votes.
of here.
It ain't even really about votes. About black people thinking we the minority. That's what the whole message. She telling us that I'm black. I should be able to check the black box. I look like the regular black people that's already here. Nah, when them
No, no,
foreigners come
no,
over here,
no.
even the Africans that look
Yep.
even darker than us, they label as white. So when
White.
it's time to say, oh, how many white people are over here in America, they can always say, well, we the majority. So when we ever come to our senses to understand we the majority, we might turn around and say we're gonna fight back. But as long as we
Mm,
think we a small minority
we are
of
the
the people over
minority.
here, we're not gonna ever
Yes.
fight. It's all about numbers. They want us to think it's a lot more of them than us, even though we having a lot more kids than them. Like they don't have as many kids. It don't even make sense how they can possibly have more out here than us. Even the Spanish, more Spanish people out here. They keeping up with their numbers and our numbers. They not telling us the truth about their number. That's why they got rid of abortions, because the white count was going down. It ain't had nothing to do with black people. They like, nah, you can't get abortion no more because the numbers going crazy. Now they getting people from Ukraine, from other countries just to get them numbers back. I'm telling you, it's all to have us food to think we the minority. That's what I think. That's what I took from the video.
And on a lower level in that, they changed the whole NBA for European basketball, didn't they? It changed the whole NBA for the white boy. They want the whole league to be soft and all that. That's just a tie to that. I see what you said though with that. But
Yeah.
they'll change everything they'll make lies. They'll change everything to keep the upper hand, brother. So
It's
you
the
really
rich.
never gonna get it.
The rich can manipulate. When you got money, you can manipulate stuff and
'Cause
everything.
you can put it in their mind with TV and radio and streaming. They own all that stuff. You know what I mean? So they calling the shots. You watching the commercials the stuff that they want you to see. They telling you the stuff on the news that they want you to hear. It's not the truth, or it ain't the whole truth. It's just what they want you to hear. So
Malik Bey sent me something over the weekend. He said this is what his passport looked like. And I mean, not passport. He said this is his driver's license. So when the police stops him, this is what they'll see. Molly, I gotta send it to you so you could see. I meant to do it, but my mouth got to hurt and I went to lay down. I was like, oh, but after tomorrow, hopefully the air to be all over with. But he said this is what his passport say. Let me find Malik Bey. Here you go, right here. I'm gonna send it off to Molly. He said this is what my passport says when the police pull him over. And I can't read it, so maybe y'all can. I'm gonna send it to y'all. This is what it say. Cause y'all know me and my bad eyes, I can't see shiznit. But don't stop the conversation because I'm looking up the stuff, But I agree. Oh, you said I stopped it. I'm sorry, Molly. I said it. Let me make it big and see if y'all can see it on my phone. Can y'all see that? He said this is his passport.
Yeah, I can tell.
What it say?
I don't know no passport. That's probably what it say on his passport. Cause what he writing on his passport is a circle.
What's circled at the bottom? What's circled at the bottom? What's circled at the bottom?
I don't know what that say. I can't see it.
He probably telling you how to get your passport. He circled what part you probably got to go to get it.
No, he said this is what the police see when they see. Hold up.
Talking about
he said, do not detain or arrest this individual based on this notice.
That's what it say on his passport. That's what he's saying.
Do not advise this individual that they may be on a terrorist watch. Do not, it's a bunch of do nots. Warning, approach with caution. Get out of here. It says warning, approach with caution on this thing. Law enforcement, sensitivity, enforce information. What in the world? United States. Contact the FBI, TSC at, and then they got the X's up here. During this encounter to assist. Why you got to be doing all of that? That sound like you armed and dangerous. It must be something he pulled off. He must have pulled this off the web. This not because that can't say that. Say that, but he must have pulled this off the web.
I mean that type of stuff ain't far fetched if they do. See, like all right, whenever somebody writes, if you let's say you had an altercation with an officer, when they write something about you, that's the truth or who you are and what that is. And no, they telling a whole fabricated story just to make their case. And that once that gets written about you, that type of stuff follows you forever. So that's just the same type of stuff they doing. They just making it harder for a certain individual to come through than it is for another one. To watch another mug a little bit closer than you would another person.
Well, I guess it's because he reenacted or instated his straw man law, like that sovereign citizenship thing. He does that. That's why he said that he don't need a driver's license to drive, or he don't need, he showed his passport, and he's exempt from all that stuff. So
Yeah,
Well, that's
it's
what
just
we need a
different
place.
laws for him, different rules. It's still a process you got to go through. I tell everybody, like, you got to show them something. Like when people be saying, I just can travel. I ain't got, no, you got to show them something. You even got to show them what Malik showing them. That's showing them some type of form. So it don't matter. What it is, you got to show the police something. You can't just curry and say, I don't live by y'all laws and rules. I ain't got, you got to show them, oh, I live off the grid. I don't really go by the state laws here, then they'll let you go. But that's a process. That's why they make it so hard for people to actually get a hold of their scroll man, because they don't want everybody to know. But it's a good thing to do. But yeah, everybody watch this show ain't really got a scroll man, so I don't know what to tell them when they get pulled over. They can't say the same shit. It's good Malik can do
well,
that, but for the
everybody
people who's
that
getting
watched the
pulled over,
show don't even know what a straw man is. Tell them what a straw man is, Molly. I can't
it's
explain it.
basically it's basically you in government form. You was not actually the person, it's your scroll man. So whatever your name is, that's why they send you certain letters in all caps. So they not actually suing the person, they suing the actual company. You are a company. That's why they always got your name on the social. Somebody actually invested in you. Somebody actually making money off you. Every time you go out there and work, but you can get that back. You just got to go through a lot of loops and holes, and it's a bunch of bullshit. But once you do get that back, you can own actually all the money that they was making off of you. So people be getting millions of dollars back, but it's probably like a 5-year process. You know,
10 year,
you got.
10, a 10-year
It took him about
process.
10 years. But you got
Uh,
somebody that can help you.
and,
To get through it,
and he
but
had
it's a
somebody
lot.
help him, and it took 10 years. It's still gonna take, because the law ain't gonna let you get that. It's kind of crazy. I didn't believe it exists, and it's a real straw man. You can look it up, because I was like, get out of here. The straw man that was on Wizard of Oz, the Scarecrow. But if you go to look up straw man form, Google it, it'll tell you what the straw man actually is. I
Yeah,
did not believe that myself.
but you don't.
And,
Yeah,
and
you
it's
don't really know. You don't know. It don't hurt people if you don't know. It's like, okay, it's just when you find out, you be like, dang, But you don't know. It ain't gonna affect a lot of people as long as they don't know.
JoJo,
You see
how you
JoJo, that's
doing?
Keon.
that's Kiani JoJo. He can't
Yo, what
see
up,
you.
Keon?
Good to see you. I'm doing
Yeah.
excellent.
Oh, good job. Good job.
I
What's
told you
going
you was Miss JoJo. Everybody miss JoJo, baby.
She talking about we text all the time.
I
She talking
know
about
we do, but the people they be like, "Hey, where JoJo? I ain't see JoJo." I say he fine, he
she
good.
talking about she said the same thing. I miss you out there, nigga. We talk every day. What you talking about? You miss a motherfucker.
Wait a minute,
on?
somebody could wrote a whole lot.
And
Hey,
that's
Dave,
David
David
Green.
Green, Dave. That's
We talking
funny,
about
man.
that letter
Dave,
J.
you want to get
Yeah,
on,
a lot of
Dave?
people.
You
He's
welcome.
saying a few points. One back to Jesus conversation. The letter J was created 500 years, 600 years ago. But yeah, a lot of people know that. But all they gonna say is that he had another name. Y'all sure?
Y'all,
They gonna say there's
Yeshua,
another name
Yeshua.
before that and another name before that. So that's all they gonna say. They changed his name, but then I'd ask people
It's the
then
same
why,
person.
pray to somebody and give him the wrong name. It's like me calling you a Tierra and wondering why Reese ain't answering because that's not her name. So I get that part though, Dave. A lot of people don't understand that. And my name's Jamal, so I be knowing the history on the letter J. That's how I found out. I had to do history on my name, where it came from. I was like, the letter J didn't even exist that long ago. How in the
Mm-mm.
world did we get a J?
Well,
He asked me that.
you
I
know what
want
it
to
is in Hebrew. There's no J in the Hebrew language, and they're saying that the ancient tabs and the stuff, the codex, which they copy, is in Latin or is it Greek and Hebrew. And if you're speaking a language that don't have that alphabet, how is that name said? It's always in the translation of a thing. That's why I said they have how it's written, but if you cannot speak it, I can't, because when man translate, they will leave stuff out, and a letter will make a difference in the translation. It really does. And people don't get that. When they say this is man written, man is copying this, man is breaking it down, man is doing it for his own benefit. So these powerful individual, Constantine, said, okay, we're going to use this as control. This is going to be not only man law, but it's going to be heavenly law. And the people that want to follow heavenly law got to follow us anyway, because we do man law. See, that was a controlling individual that said, you're going to follow the law of the land, you're going to follow God. He put it together and said, you've all going to follow this because I'm the ruler of this. And that's how he been governing us. A lot of us we too scared to find out the truth. And when we find out the truth, it's so shocking. We want to go back to the lie. A lot of us would rather live a lie than to stand in the truth. And I'm sorry, the very bad news, but it is. I've seen it. My cousin said, I know it's a lie, but I'd rather, this lie is more fun. Living this way is better to her. She'd rather live a lie than to stand in the truth. So there's a lot of people like that, So they figured out a way to control us.
I mean, all that's a lie. Look at the Grammys. They make that shit look so elegant. The red carpet. If you pan back that camera 3 more feet, you in front of a dirty ass warehouse or something. You know what I mean? On your way into you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't what it make it look to be. And I had another comment on like the people do what they want, yo. I mean, okay, I went to the museum down in Baltimore. What's that?
The Black History one?
No, I did the Cultural Art Museum or some shit like that. But it's it's downtown anyway.
Okay.
They got a lot
like
of
the Civic Center.
I'll remember the name of it in a minute, but that's not the point. What the name is, they have a lot of different cultures in there, like the Native American. They have Africa. They got different cultures, and when they had a picture of Jesus up in just a regular looking Jesus.
What's the regular looking Jesus?
Give me a chance. Regular white Jesus. You know what I mean? It'll have the story behind the picture and all this, right? And then when they had a black Jesus up in the culture, they would say all the story and everything, but at the very end, it would say, and Jesus' complexion is just a reflection of the artist and the culture of where they came up at and how they envision their Jesus. So they always put this trap on it to make it look like, they made this picture of Jesus, but we all know Jesus ain't black. So they put a little thing on the bottom of it to say, this is the dark complexion of Jesus is just a cultural artist and his visual or something like that, right?
Why don't they do that to the white one?
They don't say that to the white one. It don't say that to the white one though. So that's what I'm saying. People can do what they want when they own and they got it. Like the museum, you can put that up on the wall when the museum's yours. You see what I'm saying? See, we don't own a whole lot, so we can't put a whole lot up on the wall and tell our truth, because we don't have the networking for it as far as TV or the museum interests and the things like that. The books, we don't teach our people how to to be interested in books. You know what I mean? So they might be out there in the books. You might get some knowledge there, but we don't teach that. We don't teach our people to go to a book to get an answer. You know what I'm saying? We say, go ask Lil Willie down there. He been around there before. He know. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So
I had a dream that Prince said that this book is good. Spike Lee is gonna. Is that the vision? Spike Lee is gonna make this book into a series. So we coming, Spike. Come on, Spike. He was Spike or 50 Cent. I had a dream that Prince got this book. I gave it to him, And I said, well, I got somebody I want you to meet because he like little small petite women. So I gave him my cousin's number and he was calling my cousin. He was like, tell Reese we want to do her book. I got the book. I read it. I love it. And we want to make it a movie and she get to direct it. Queen Latifah, you like Prince to look the Flavor Unit? That was a sign, a clear sign.
Yeah, see if you can't get it at Queen Latifah joint. What's that joint on the show?
Flavor Unit. Well,
that little show
part
she
of the
had.
Flavor Unit. I'm asking them, just get the book. Queen, if you don't have the book, send me an email. I'm not email address. Send me an address and I can send you a book, Queen. You too, Spike. I just want y'all to read. Look, y'all got money. Go on Barnes and Noble. They can read it for free. They can get it from one of them.
You might be able to get into the living single. You might be able to get into the living single apartment complex too on the show. The living single joint with Queen Latifah. You can get in there. You single. You can probably get in there and move in that joint with them.
I don't know. I'll be Max, Regine. I'll be a mixture of all of them. I have Regine Wiggs and Max's attitude.
Who got bigger titties? Who got bigger titties? You or Kim?
Everybody got theirs decreased. Even Queen Latifah had hers cut down. So everybody had the breast reduction but me. So I'm the only one still rolling with the boldest for now.
Okay.
But yeah.
You didn't answer the question though.
I do.
Who got the? Oh, you do? Okay. Because she had some big old jiggy biggies back in the day.
Yeah. But I don't know if none of them got up to 48 M's. So when you got MM, so that's a lot. Yeah. Yes.
What that stand for? Monsters?
Monsters.
What that stand for?
Molly got a video.
I ain't got no video.
It stands for many men. Many men will step on these.
Many men, because your titties bigger than some niggas I know. You know what
many men. Man, oh, you mean like you thought it meant a little nigga, huh? Not a big nigga, but little nigga.
You got many men hanging off your chest.
Many men. Molly, why you looking like the contractor?
The contractor. I look thick Sam out here.
Yeah, you look thick, man. Molly look all big and gangster. Don't he?
My camera be popping on and off. I didn't even know I was on now.
Molly on the camera looking gangster. Don't he look gangster, Keani? JoJo? Molly getting ready.
How long you been down there, yo?
Almost what?
How long you been down there?
About a week and a couple of days. Almost.
You just been down there.
She in labor. How long she been in labor? She in labor, right?
Nah, right here. They sent us home.
Oh, I thought. Snap!
They sent her home.
She was down at the hospital. I thought she was in the hospital.
Is she dilated? Is she dilated, Annie?
Nah.
Oh, if she dilated, she'd be gone. That's time to go. That happened, right?
No, not necessarily true. You could be dilated, but if you ain't dilated enough,
God, you better hope that don't happen, homie. My son was born. They was inducing her labor. Oh, she was ready to kill me when they was doing that, yo. Oh my God, that was painful. Me sitting there watching that. I smoked like an ounce. That day down at the hospital, yo. In and out the hospital, yo. Every time, because they would induce her. She would go through it. She'd be cussing me out, and then she would come back. Man, that episode went on all day. Finally, they had to give it. They put her through all that and then cut her open. I said, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
We went through all that for all them hours, and then you gonna do that? Yeah. Shit, I could have still had a half an ounce left. I could have had a half ounce left. You could have been did that.
Well, that's the C-section. Sometimes, if it's not playing, if it's the last resort. And I was in labor 3 days with the contractions coming 3 minutes apart for 3 days. Felicia tell you, because they wouldn't take me back up to the hospital no more. They're like, they ain't gonna send you home. I'm like, it's coming. I would have had it on the floor if my grandmother didn't make my mother take me back up to the hospital. And then they was like, they better keep you this time because it was snow on the ground in '93. My aunt and my mother.
3.
Mm-hmm.
94.
And they didn't believe he go. And my mother was like, she ain't crying, she ain't in labor. And I'm like, I'm not gonna cry. I said I wasn't gonna cry. I told my granddaddy that before he passed. I said I'm not gonna cry. And he go, she ain't crying. She ain't in
Did you
labor.
punch
She
him
ain't
out?
crying. I didn't
Punch
cry.
him out without crying?
No, I told the nurse. I said, get them out of here. I wanted my mother and my aunt out of the room because they was
I
like,
said,
was
did you
it
get your
worth it?
son out? Did you get your son out without crying?
Oh, they had to cut him out. Something
Oh,
happened. I wouldn't dilate to 7 centimeters. My hip wouldn't go apart. The bones wouldn't connect. And the sack was broke and everything. And he was in there. They had to put the leaves on his head to make sure he was okay. They said he's not doing nothing. They was like, we gonna have to cut him out. It was like he's not, coming to save him because he was just in the wound, no amniotic fluids or nothing. So at the end, they had to get, but I still didn't
go
cry.
get him. Go get him. Sound like a Saturday afternoon war movie. Go get him.
It was. He was, because the doctor was like, "Oh, he got a head full of hair," and I was like, "Somebody get this!
Doc, that's me.
Stop putting your hand up there. Get him out! Somebody."
He came out. He came out, and they said, "Ain't nobody shaved this lady yet."
And when he came out, I ended up getting 2 epidurals because the first one didn't take all the way. So then they gave me another one, but the second one was so much I couldn't use my arms. I was paralyzed the next day. I couldn't hold my child. I don't know
Did you keep your bag?
The boobs. Let me tell you, they was leaking milk, and I kept saying I'm sweating.
Talking about your birth bag. Did you keep your birth bag? Did you take
you
that
mean the
home?
placenta? The placenta? Hell no.
Yeah, so you
keeping yours, Marilyn? You keeping yours, Marilyn?
Or you had a C-section?
Molly, you gonna eat the placenta? Hell no. You gonna do it, nigga? Is you gonna do it?
It's for the
Hell
mother.
no.
It's for the mother.
C-section or you get vaginal?
Supposed to help with the breast milk.
Oh, you want her to eat the placenta? She ain't white.
That's what they used to do.
Read
Now they keep it in their
Did you do vaginal or did you do C-section?
Put to use.
I had to get a C-section because I couldn't. My legs wouldn't. The bone wouldn't come across vaginal. And my mother and my aunt tortured me. They kept saying every contraction because they put me on a monitor where you could see it, like the Richter scale, and it was all here go with my aunt. Ooh, she getting ready to have a big one. Ooh, she getting to have a big one. And I say, what are y'all talking about? But next thing I'm screaming, oh, and it was like, was it worth it? Was it worth it? They were singing that song to me before Missy Elliott was singing. Was it worth it? Let me work it. They was like, was it worth it? Yeah, you pregnant, they about to have a baby. Was it worth it? Was getting that sex, having that sex worth? They was like, why would you torture me like that? Asking me, was laying down with that man worth having it? Was laying there, was that sex worth it? Was all this worth all that
pain?
pain?
They act like it was like somebody you know or something. Like you snuck in there or something. Like you want a grown woman or something. Like you was 12. Like you was grown.
It wasn't even matter by that time. It don't even matter.
It don't matter if it's worth it. Like, hell yeah, the dick was good. What did they want me to say? Yes, it was good. Yes, it was. It was everything I thought it was. I was busy yelling.
What up, funny man in the building?
I didn't pop off. You know what I did? I told them, nurse, get them out of my room. They're aggravating me. I thought they was making my contractions worse. And they was laughing at me. They was taunting me.
Guest just came.
Was your baby father there?
Green.
Hey, funny man.
Hey, what's up?
Was you there and see all your children born? Was you there to see the birth?
I was there.
I only seen the birth of one. I found out about the others like later on after. A couple of mine was like 1 night, 2 night stands and stuff like that.
Oh, they had the Maury Povich you? Not the Maury Povich. You the daddy.
Well, actually, it was. They were saying somebody else was the daddy, And then, you know what I mean, when they was getting older and all, they was like, hold up, DJ, I think you should get a DNA. So.
And then you did.
Yeah.
And found out.
They hit you in the head with the back support.
Oh yeah. I'm dealing with that now.
I don't think that's fair.
That's kind of messed up there, man. And then you got that big old bill hanging over your neck. You know what I mean? And you ain't even know. You know?
Yeah.
That's foul, yo. But you know, they ain't.
Now,
if you was a man and never been into the child support building, oh, they treat you so bad up in there.
Yeah, they get no fucks about you.
They treat men bad up
that's
in there.
not the law working. That's not the law working for you. The law that ain't right, because if you didn't know you had a child and they thought it was somebody else, then why don't they go after that person? Or why don't they make that female? You just got to eat that. That's not fair to the man.
Yeah,
that's
right.
not fair.
I was the one that reached out. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean, like. You know what I mean? Like, you know, different people was like, you know what I mean, that girl looks just like you or whatever like that. No, so I've reached out. I was like, hold up. I said, you know what I mean, what's going on? And she, you know what I mean, she was like, it might be a possibility that this is this, but you know what I mean, after it came around, you know what I mean, I'll be telling people, you know what I mean, child support is like a woman's mafia or whatever like that. You know what I mean? Like they be
it didn't work for me. They let my son's father get away, and the stuff that he did, it did not work for me. And I'm a woman. Am I not a woman? They made me sleep with the fishes. They let him. First of all, I'm in the state of Maryland. He's in Virginia. They let him do a separate DNA. Me and my child up in Marlboro gave the blood up in Marlboro. He was supposed to give his blood in Virginia. They let somebody else, not him, coming in with a state ID. Back in that time, it's easy to get a state ID. Take somebody's birth certificate, social security card, go to DMV, and you got a state ID. It's easy like that. So that's what he did, and got somebody else to take their blood test. So when the test results came back, it said that he was not my child's father. And I was like, whoa, hold up. Then who baby is this? Because I was like, then that's not my baby. And then I said, if he ain't the daddy, then I ain't the mama. Because I know, you know, because you a woman know who they
been
with.
Just like you.
So
that's when you need
more. And I said, something is wrong. I said it was immaculate conception, human error, or this nigga ain't take the test. So when we went up there, you know, and here go my mama and my mama, grandmama. Oh, Reese, DNA don't lie. Here go my mama. You was running the streets. You was out there running the streets. I said, I was not. I wasn't giving my cat to nobody like that. I was not. So my grandmother was like, well, DNA don't lie. And I said, yeah, but this nigga lie. He lied. So we had his caseworker to send my caseworker a picture, because they had to take the picture when they procuring the specimen. So they took the picture, and when that picture came in the mail, I was so happy. I told Mom, I said, look at this. Here go my aunt. That is not him. That is not. I was like, I knew it. I knew it. Man, I was just running around doing cartwheels, and I was like, I told y'all that nigga didn't do it. And then it was like, well, where does that lead us now? Me and my aunt get in the car. I got an attorney. He said we went into Virginia. Because we was going, I was like, oh, I'm going to make him pay. Oh, he going to pay for this. Did you know at that time when we did it, Mom wanted to tell you, because she sat at the attorney's office with me, it is not against the law what he did. They got to get him in front of the judge so he can explain to the judge why he ain't the same man on the picture. He didn't even spell his name right. I'm like, that ain't how you spell his name. And we look and we was like, oh, this guy is so dumb that he didn't even know how to spell the joker's name. And I have that picture and I have the letter, all that to this day in my safe. I don't, you know, I'm like, oh, no. Because everybody thought I was crazy. They thought I was out there thotting it up, thotting it up. And I knew I wasn't.
right.
But the judicial system could never find him. He went into the absent parent locators. Now, I found them. Gave him his social security number and everything. I did everything except for drag the nigga in himself. But did you know they told me, because you're working my case was not a priority. You're not a priority.
Oh,
And you know why? Because I wasn't on social service, I should have been getting welfare. If I was getting child welfare for him, they would have found him. Because they found my girlfriend daddy with just a nickname. They found that joker with just, yeah, his name is Scooter. They wouldn't got Scooter, the right Scooter. I'm like, how did y'all get this? I'm like, dang. And I'm giving you this man first, the last name, the mama name, his father name. When he got baptized, I'm giving them all that information. And they couldn't find him. If you go dig up the case, you know what's going to say? It's an absent parent locators. They closed it. Prince George's County closed it themselves. After so many years, they closed the case. And I was like, that ain't this beat all? And I done gave you the joker number. So the judicial system, they must have thought I was a man because they screwed me too. So I'm right in the same boat with you guys. They'll take a guy that's paying his social, whatever, child support, and they'll milk him. They do y'all dirty.
Yeah.
But they take a dirty brother like that and let him run free.
They use buses now. They don't use boats no more. It's buses.
They need to go back to doing that stinging people for the tennis shoes. You get talking about you want a free pair of tennis shoes, meet them at this Foot Locker. They did.
Oh, they were getting that and the tickets to the baseball and football games. They was getting the niggas come to the football games and shit.
You gotta bring your ID. They was stinging them. That was smart though.
Yeah, I remember that.
But they didn't do nothing for the Dirty Brothers. Because the Dirty Brothers had somebody else would go with their ID. Here, go on and claim this. You got my ID.
Real, I don't want to go hard.
And that's when we didn't have the system technology because
now all they gotta do is send you out a
fingerprint. No, they didn't have none of that.
A free bag from the local weed store. All they gotta do is send out a coupon. You got a free dime. Come on through, and if you owe child support, you know the nigga coming. You know they coming. Get that dime. Knock them. They get them then too. That worked too.
And do some.
We don't pass up nothing.
Nah, broke you gotta be. They'll be running down there to a game. Them the broke criminals. They ain't catching them niggas out there making money. They already at the game with their own tickets all the way at the bottom. You know, when you gotta get free tickets and free this. That lets you know the nigga ain't got money for child support already. Y'all gonna lock him up.
But they got that time. Gotcha. They got that penitentiary money. They can get that penitentiary money though.
The commissary, they get the commissary.
They rich.
Yeah. Hey, look, some of them county jails out there, they be selling them oodles, them little ramen noodle joints for like $1, $2 a pack.
Yeah.
In some of them county jails. And some of them county jails,
right, $5 a single. You get a carton of cigarettes.
Oh, it's about $10 a cigarette now. You ain't no smoking in them joints. Them joints probably about $5, $10 a piece, and they probably look like toothpick.
Can you send family? Can you send them care packages when they in jail? Can your family send you stuff?
I used to. They still do that.
They gonna lock Reese ass up.
Why?
I remember you could get 2 or 3 cartons of cigarettes, candy. They had clothes packages. They had the candy and the cigarette package. They had the clothes packages. Shorty, because back in the day, you could wear your own clothes in the joint. You ain't had the joint uniform. You wore your own joint. Yeah, that didn't stop until like 93 or something like that. When they took off, maybe after that.
30 years ago, damn.
I'm lying. It was later than that. In Maryland, you could wear your stuff up. It was past 90. It was past 96. It was past 96. You could leave your You could have your own clothes on. You had your own clothes on until almost probably 2000s.
Dang.
Yeah, niggas was fresh up in that joint.
So why did they stop? It was people were stealing people's stuff, starting fights.
Yeah, you already one nigga can shine, the other nigga hungry. You ain't got nobody. You know, somebody got somebody on the street, and the next person ain't got nobody, but he a little bigger and a little stronger.
That shit just like school. That's why they put school uniforms in there.
And plus, I think it was like a like money issue, whatever. I think now you have to.
Wait a minute, Dave. You blowing up? What you say?
I said I think it's a money thing now, because I think now you have to order through them to get you know what I mean, like
certain stuff.
yeah, like my brother, you know what I mean, he's locked up at Jessup, and in order to get commissary or whatever like that, you know what I mean, like we have to, you know what I mean, he'll send us a list and we have to go on a site or something like that. No,
Yeah, like
right.
yeah. What was that joint called that had to close?
J something. I remember.
It wasn't. It was Anyway, yeah, they do. They give you catalog books. They send you catalog books, and you can order stuff out of the catalog book for the inmate that you want to.
Right. Yeah, and the different jails, because I had to register for my cousin. He's in jail in Virginia, but you still go. All the jails was linked up. You have to go and then type his jail in and his number and all that. And you can send him other stuff, because he wanted Christmas stuff. It was around Christmas time, it was years ago, and he wanted some candy and stuff like that. And you had to order it from the J something it was called. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So they gonna make you buy from them. They make
well, you know,
they
it's
gonna make
changing
money.
because so much stuff these days going on. You know, with when we was doing it, it was personal packages. I could get my homeboy or my girl or my mom or my dad to go get my package for me. They just go get stuff from regular stores, but you don't do that no more. There's too much going on. But you know what we do? We sew dope inside of the clothes. You know what I'm saying? We switching the candies for motherfucking Molly's or whatever. You know what I mean?
You see, you messed it up for the rest of the people.
They do that too. I mean, it happens. All right, when Lorton started transferring people out, and shutting down Lorton, and they were contracting inmates, and they had a whole lot of them out Youngstown, Ohio. And them people out there knew nothing about running a jail. Nothing. And them boys in that jail had so much dopes and cokes and weapons and stuff up in there, man. They was letting boys they would bring your package to your cell and just give you the box. That's how green they was. That's how green they was when they first opened, because it was a new private industry joint that opened up, and nobody there had experience like that. You know what I mean? Because they put it up in the community out there, and it becomes a part of the business community. So it was wide open. So they, but they had to do something about the packages. They couldn't they had to have some type of company sending them in. That way it's random. You don't know who you're sending it to. It ain't like, okay, because I could get you sent the package. If I had money, and you didn't have none, I'd send you a package in your name and then I would get all the stuff and just break you off a little bit. So
what y'all think about men? I understand they pay child support, but what y'all think about women receiving money when the parents end up getting killed? Like, let's say somebody, because there's a lot of fathers out here that's not here to be there for their kid, and they don't give women money. But if that dude was alive, they would basically give her money monthly, if he was around for child support. I think
they do.
I don't know if they
get money. You get Social Security. You get their Social Security, and that's if your mother died or your father. If a child
18, I think 18
loses a parent, and I think if you're in college, I think they last a little.
I think some girls don't know that. So
you get that, Molly, because I got that when my father was killed.
Yeah, definitely was due to gun violence, right?
Nah, it wasn't gun violence.
Oh, so did they die, period?
Yeah, if they die, period. Sickness or anything. If you're a child, you get your parents' Social Security. You pulling it for your parents. Because whether it's a man or a woman. Or if they're disabled, they get the Social Security. You get
like disabled. I'm just saying, regular person in the street just end up passing. y'all saying if he leaves something behind, I know that part.
No,
I'm
not
just
if he
saying
leave. No,
if you just happen to
it's
get pregnant by a dude, he ain't got nothing to leave behind. He ain't got
he
none of that
still gets
stuff.
Social
He just
Security.
died.
He still
Everybody don't
gets
got
Social
Social
Okay,
Security,
Security.
so
though.
they can
You
set
got
it
to
up.
work to get
Okay,
Social Security, don't you?
that's what I
No,
thought.
some
You
people
know,
Yeah,
don't
you
work
got to
and get
work.
Nope. Some people
or
don't
be
work a day in their life
handicapped or
and get
something.
SSI.
Yeah,
They get S. They get. You ain't got to be handicapped or whatever. Some people. I mean, well, yeah, you do. When you
Yeah,
don't work,
yeah.
say you don't
yeah.
work and become disabled, you get your SSI. That's Social
Yeah, but
Security insurance.
That's the
that ain't,
same if
that
Yeah,
ain't,
but
I'm
somebody
that's
talking
died.
that's if
about,
they
I'm
file
talking
for it.
about if my father had never worked, right?
You still.
And just hustled and never paid any taxes, right? And then got killed. I don't know how that works.
Yes, you
Yeah,
still
because life
pull.
insurance don't make sense now. That's why, I need to look up that, because life insurance won't make sense. There's no point
Why
in getting
not?
it
Because
if somebody
they only
died.
get that
I'm
until
saying the
they
way
only,
that y'all said, if somebody died, the government will make sure the family's straight or that kid's straight up to a
you
certain
don't,
age.
You
There's no
only
point in
get
getting life
yeah,
insurance.
you only get,
instance.
Hmm?
You only get like
I mean, you should.
388 a month. If they got SSI, they're only getting like $300 or $400 a month goes off to that child,
Okay.
for the benefits. Okay.
That's better than
Life
nothing.
insurance, if I pass, they get this big chunk of money for your funeral expenses, and if there's any left over, it goes like that. Because I got a nice policy for me and Tyree. So if I
that's
pass,
burial insurance. That's funeral insurance. That's not really life insurance. That's more
that's
under
what
the
life
Yeah,
burial
insurance
exactly.
package.
is.
That's
Yeah,
the burial
exactly.
package. That's a
Well, he
burial
could do
package.
whatever he want with the money.
Okay, so
That's
you're saying
life
there is money. I
insurance.
thought you said that it was. I thought you said that it was enough to cover the funeral.
But you know how people say, "This is my
Yeah,
life
like my
insurance
mother's
policy."
was
You
like
could,
her life insurance was enough to cover the funeral and
yeah,
some. So I get that part. But I'm just thinking people who don't have life insurance, there's people out here making GoFundMe, so it don't make sense that
because they
somehow
trying to
the
get the
government will
parents
take care
buried.
of their kid for 18 years, but won't take care. And I'm like, oh, I never heard that before.
Well,
People
look,
be still out here helping their kid. Like my friend just died. He died from suicide in jail. He got 3 kids, so it's a way that his child
Yes,
parents can get money due to the fact that he's not
get his
his.
social security number. Yep, it goes through
Okay.
that social security number. All that girl needs is that social security number.
yep, and
She
then
go down there.
I think I was like 14, so I think I got it for like 4 years. I'm not sure. I don't
Yeah,
think
they
it goes to
young.
you 18, so they're not really taking care of you. Taking care of you. They just making sure you can eat or you're getting clothes, something to
Yeah. Okay.
help the other parent or guardian that looking out for
Until
you
you're
now.
18.
Yeah, till you 18. And I
So
think it's a little bit
there's
more than 400 these days. I think it's
I mean,
probably
well, this
more
this
like
is back
600.
30 years ago, and
Yeah.
there was and the father never hit a lick at the black slate, and this was like 30 years ago when Tyree was little too, and the
She said,
boy got killed, and because he was a street hustler, and they gave her $388 a month, but back then, 30 years ago, $388 was a nice little piece of change. Just
Yeah.
that's something extra coming in. Supposed to be for the baby. It would cover the baby milk and diapers and stuff like that. But she was
Because life
already on the
insurance
system.
don't cover you due to suicide. They don't even cover
S
you.
Well, they stopped. They used to. That's why a lot of people used to, because white people used to get crazy and lose their money and was like, I'm worth more than my family did than I am alive. So they used to off themselves and the family get all the money. See, that's what I told people about the depression. White people was jumping out buildings when it first went because they didn't know how to live without money. Some people don't know how to
right.
live without money. It was crazy. Black people, first of all, ain't jumping off nothing because we scared. The most black people I saw was doing when the great chicken wing shortage of 2020. We was falling off the ledge because I know I fell off the curb a couple of times when I saw the prices of them chicken wings. I said, what? I can't get no DC5. That's 5 wings and some fried rice or 5 wings and french fries. But I found that I fell off the curb because I wasn't jumping no higher than the curb. I fell off the stool when I found out how much the daggone chicken wings. And we was in a studio. And I fell flat to the. I said, this don't make no sense. They done lost their mind. They messing with the food now. I hurt my
You
heart.
ever seen a black person
The
bungee
great
jump?
chicken shortage. I'm a big girl.
I've seen a
What do you
black
expect?
person jump. I've seen black people jump. What you talking about? They ain't jumping off nothing. What?
Not for losing money, not for being poor. We know how to deal with it. Like
Oh,
my
okay, yeah,
my
I missed
white
that part.
my
Okay,
white girlfriend.
You
Look,
right about that.
now I
I
gotta
missed that
eat
part.
peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I said I thought that was a delicacy. Peanut butter and jelly is expensive. Who and then somebody now gotta eat peanut. I said that's some good eating.
And
You a
most of the
kid?
time, most of the time you was missing one of them. You ain't had no bread. You had peanut butter and jelly. You ain't have no jelly. You
No,
had peanut butter and
we
bread.
had it all. That was fancy living. I'd make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but to other people, it was poverty, the impoverished food. And I was like, what? Peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah, I
Happy I
feel
ain't
you on that.
grew
I
up
ain't
on
had a
them
problem.
So it's different in the perspective. And the girl told me, you know what it's like. I'd never been without. I don't know what. She lost her mind. She went freaking crazy. I said, you'll get another job. They didn't know how to cope. She know how to do it. And this was just a couple of years ago. Shorty went off on me. But 2
But
years ago,
it
I'm
will
like,
get you like that. It'll get you like that because you know if I ain't got enough money for Whole Food right now or Trader Joe's or something,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be upset. You know what I mean? So who knows where that might lead me to? So I want to, you gotta keep you gotta keep other people's understanding in your in the realms, ma'am. You know, it's just a little thing could take you all the way off. Now, a little thing could take you to a high bridge. So you gotta watch that. It happens.
Especially
look,
a job. People depending on
look,
them jobs.
I'm like this. A job, yeah, I was depending on my little part-time job. Now I got to get back on the pole. I don't have my part-time job no more, JoJo. Now I got to swing something else.
Oh shit. That's gonna be a sight for. I'm gonna come. Tell me when you're first making your first appearance. I'm coming. I'm catching the Mark train. Where you gonna work? DC or where you going? I'm catching the Mark train to DC.
Funny man, that's JoJo baby. Funny man Green is a comedian too. I don't know if y'all ever passed each other out there in that comedy streets, but that's JoJo baby, and this is Funny Man. I just wanted because it just dawned on me. Y'all dap each other up through the screen. What's up? What's up? Wait up. Is that how you do it? Yeah.
How you do what?
How you dap?
I don't know.
They dapping. You know.
That sounds like you're doing it yourself. I thought it'd be more like that.
Oh.
Be more like that. I thought because if I'm doing this, I ain't dapping him. I'm dapping me.
Oh. Well, y'all brothers now. Y'all, you know, I introduce y'all into formal introduction. But a woman always has something to sell. She may not want to sell it. She may give it away for free. But a woman always has some bargaining chips or something. They may not want to do it. Now, if that's not your stilo, then that's not your stilo. But if you was out there hoeing and thoughting up in the streets and you lose your job, put a tag on it. You was giving it away for free. You used to it. But just put a price tag on it.
See, you know what? See,
ain't nobody paying for something
good bottom hoe. You'd be a good bottom hoe. You could run them hoes. You need to get yourself a couple of them hoes. You know what I mean, Miss Mac? That's why you Mac. You see it all falling together now. It's all coming together.
Happy birthday. I ain't know it was your birthday yesterday at all. I seen the Facebook. What? I ain't even know she was just like a regular day. And she said mom's birthday today. Oh man. Yeah. You welcome. I ain't know it's your birthday.
It's your birthday.
And JoJo, it's funny that you said that because I was asked to be a bottom bitch. This dude thought he was the one I call Shitty Travis, the one they talk about he Lenny Kravitz, he wanted to be like Lenny Kravitz, and I said, no, you Shitty Travis. He said, I got these two girls and they willing to work for me, they willing to do this, and he was like, Reese, you could be the bottom bitch. He said, just make sure they clean, take them to the clinic, and I'm sitting up here looking at him like, I got a job at a law firm, idiot. I work every day. I make them, and you want me to sorry, wrong girl, wrong bitch. Sorry, I'm gonna lock you up and lock them up. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna file the paperwork, and you going to jail. You is going to jail. And I'm like, and he had it thought out because he read this book while he was incarcerated called The Mac, How to Be a Mac.
Mhm.
Yeah, he read that book and thought he was gonna come home and apply. And I'm like, see, I don't have to read a book on how to be a Mac because I was born a Mac. Hello,
Oh,
right
I'm
there.
trying to tell you, it might be your song.
No, I want people to be happy. I want people to love. I want
Yeah,
peace.
that's when a man is happiest. When he busting one arm. What you talking about?
Jojo, you getting it? You no. Molly, he dirtying it up again. He
You
dirtying it
said
up
put a
again.
tag on it. You said put a tag on it. That's
Look, see. The David, the funny man was out there doing what you doing, and he got a bunch of little funny men and women out there too. He didn't even know about. They was out there being funny, but he was happy at his best. And look what happens when you're at your happy and your best. To me, sex.
How old was the kids when he found out about them?
You can ask him. How old was they, funny man?
Well, my son who lives with me now, he was 14. That was, like I said, that was a one night stand. The 2-night stand was my daughter. I found out about her when she was 6-7 months.
Okay,
that's a little better. And so, how long is your son staying with you now? Is he still how old is he now?
He's 25.
Oh, so he was all right. So this back in like 95 or something, right?
Oh,
something
no,
like that.
no, 10 years ago. It was only 10 years ago.
Oh, I thought you said he was 14 and he's 25 now.
Yeah, that was only 10 years ago.
I didn't.
No, I'm talking about when you made him. You know what I'm saying? That was back in the day. You wasn't wearing, you doing all them one night stands. You wasn't putting on that Jimmy Jang. That we had all the songs. The M. That was old school. We always wore the Jimmys. I probably have 100 of them too if I didn't wear the Jimmys. I wore the Jimmy.
I was a wild man.
He was a hot dog. Mm-hmm. He was a coochie hound. He from Cumberland.
Cumberland, yeah. That's like I said. You know, what I mean, it's a small town. All you know, what I mean, all it was just, you know, what I mean, just parties and.
So everybody knew each other.
Yeah, pretty much.
You got mulatto kids, and they mixed.
That's the reason why, you know, what I mean, nobody knows who the dad is or whatever. No, it's like, was you with her? You know what I mean? So.
They built the penitentiary out there. Now they gave y'all some work out there. Now they got a bigger joint out and a state joint out there. They built that out there. Y'all getting some money out there now.
Wow.
Hey, look, Cumberland. Don't nobody want to go out there with them hillbillies, boy. Ain't nobody trying to go to Cumberland, boy.
So you live in Cumberland is like Mayberry.
When they opened up Cumberland, they was asking people, you wanna transfer to the new joint up Cumberland? They looking for people that want to volunteer. I was like, hell no, go up there with them hillbillies, man. Them hillbillies.
Wait a minute. They asking inmates to volunteer to go to another jail?
Yeah, because they was just seeing if anybody wanted to be transferred up there because it's further away from home. Like if you didn't get visitors or something, but there might have been like you was going to get a single cell or something like that. They might have threw a little incentive on there for you. So, but yeah, that's way out west. That's way west.
That's for punishment. I wouldn't have asked you nothing. You're in there for punishment.
That's mountain. I mean, we was already in the mountains, but them Cumberland Mountains. Boy, you came up out there. How many black people out there? You probably were one of the only ones out there, wasn't you?
No. That's the reason why I was always with white women or whatever like that. No, you know me.
That's what JoJo asked you. Are your children biracial?
Yeah. That's
I knew that because that's Cumberland, man. Ain't no brothers and sisters out there. I mean, he probably was the only ones in the school picture that one dot. Oh yeah, that's Mark, right? I mean, that's funny man right there. That's him. You ain't even have to look at him. You just seen the black area. That's him.
Oh wow. Okay.
Hey, I
Yeah, I
came
remember
up here. Go ahead,
I
bro.
got kicked out of school. I got kicked out of school for throwing, it was a guy that on a senior quote and said something about the South will rise again. So I got a hold of him and threw him down the steps and said, you're gonna fall.
Oh man, you
And
probably had to deal with that shit every day.
no, but come to find out, the boy was one of the top Klansmen or whatever, no son. So I got kicked out.
Oh, you lucky that's all you got. He was a Klansman's son. Daddy, you
Yeah.
lucky that they didn't string you up.
Hey
Yeah.
man, he
There's a
ain't
lot of
lying. He ain't lying. All out there from Hagerstown out.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
why would
we
you
had-
want to
we
be
had
why would you
rallies.
want to live amongst a bunch of Klansmen like that?
We had
I'd have
rallies and
moved.
everything. Just
Every time,
family.
sometimes baby, it's just your environment. Sometimes people can't move. That's where they at. That's where it comes up to. You can't move. You would say, why don't they get out them damn projects? Why would you want to live down Murphy Homes? Or why would you? Yeah, because first of all, if you did get a little bit of money, it's just rough. It's hard.
I used to live like in Virginia and stuff and all, you know what I mean? Rent like almost like $2,000 a month or something like that. No,
That's
up
what
here,
it is now.
you can get a 3-bedroom for like $600.
What?
You get a 3-bedroom for like $600.
Molly, we moving the Morning Mac show.
There's not a lot of money out there though to be made. So like now they made them penitentiaries. So now there's some. But before the penitentiaries got there, there's not a lot of like. You had to commute to make money. There's not a lot of stuff in the Cumberland to get a job at. You know what I mean? So you had to come to DC or down that way to get.
Wait a minute. As much people work from home now and the social media and stuff, they should be making money hand over fist now. But you saying that now a house is $300?
Yeah.
$600?
Like 650, maybe 7 or something like that. I have
you add $1,000 more and that's my rent to that. That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. I could get a Molly. We moving. we gonna get a house. He said 6.
I thought you like fried chicken.
Yeah, I do.
You're gonna have to be frying your own. They ain't got no fried chicken spots out there that's gonna be worth nothing.
It's a good thing I know how to cook very well. I'll be out. Look, they're gonna hire me, and I'm gonna be out there cooking all the chicken. They were like, "Give it to that fat black girl back there. She know how to season a thigh." I'll be back there shaking my fat arm, chicken arms. They were like,
I can see you now opening up the whistle stop.
I'll be opening up. And I go in there to everybody what to do. My back hurting. Jenny, Garrett, get them eggs. Go and get them carton of eggs. I would be a good taskmaster. That's what they call it. Get this, get that, and I'm gonna show you how to whip it. Get 2 teaspoons of that, then mix it in. Stir it lightly. Then dip. Yep. Then let it shake it out. Let it dry. Set it on the rack. I'll be sitting just like that. Yes, I will work the hell out of them people.
Hey,
then they had the best chicken.
Let me go back to the funny man. Hey, yo, I'm just thinking when you got out Cumberland, you got pregnant out Cumberland. I'm saying if the baby came out anything dog, it had to be either you or the other brother. It was. I mean, there was probably only 2 of y'all out there. So, I mean, there wasn't a whole bunch to choose from. I'm sure. Especially back in them days. That's back in the day, something. You know what I'm saying?
He said they had a Klan rally, so they got rid of half of them.
No, I'm just saying, like when it came out dark, you had to think like, "Oh shit, this probably mine." Like because it
was between 4 others.
He said it was 4 others. It was 5 brothers all together. I hope they was all in the same age group. You ain't talking about Mr. Melvin. Mr. Melvin don't count because he is 78 years old. Mr. Melvin don't count. And then Lil Junior don't count because he's too young. So it was only about 3 of y'all that was really poking and sticking.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you can't all the 5 black men, shoot. Now, I want to ask you, funny man, I did not know you grew up with the Klan and you saw the Klan and they had rallies. Have you ever stepped into a rally? Have you came across it like that, or you just knew they was having one?
They there was certain times where where they would be like in front of the courthouse or whatever, and have the rallies and stuff like that. As far as like seeing burning crosses and stuff like that, I haven't. I've heard that there's a different area. There's a different area where if you go too far, you see signs that says "No niggers allowed" and different things like that, and people being chased and stuff like that. No, but I wasn't. One of the curious ones that wanted to to
wear that out, right?
Yeah.
And they would chase. Thank God you didn't get chased, because they probably chase and beat you up and
yeah,
I don't know what I would do if I ran into, if they were just having a rally and I stumbled upon it. I'd probably get hung, because I'd probably, you motherfuckers going to hell. I'll probably do something like that. And I'm too big to run. I'll probably stand there and try to fight it like Oprah Winfrey. Get my children out of here. Get my children out of here. Mommy, get my children out of here.
Yeah, that's the reason why when I got on and I was hearing about racism and everything, I said, let me do a little comment or whatever, because, and plus doing a lot of studies and stuff like that, like, to me, racism is if you break it down, is mainly about jealousy, because you always hear the term, the color of our skin or whatever like that. No, it's not the color of our skin, it's the melatonin in our skin. A lot of Romans and everything, they worship the sun. They worship the sun god. So if you worship the sun god and the sun is God, and you're looking at us and we're sitting there, flips and cartwheels in the sun and they getting burnt up and everything, you're feeling like you're being cursed. You know what I mean? So
they get burnt up.
Yeah.
That's why they was wearing them clothes like lepers. Them was the lepers, the sun burning them up. That's why they had their face and stuff covered up.
Yep.
And they was pale leopards. Going in that cave, leopard. They mad because we was the boss of them. So that's what they really upset about. We was the one. We was the majority, and we knew it. Right. And they were the minority, and they knew it.
That's why
they figured out a way to brainwash you.
Right.
You got to know who you are. That's funny. Jealousy. Your own people jealous of you, funny man. Your own people don't want to see you ahead. They step on your neck quicker than a white man. Look at Uncle Ruckus. Don't trust them niggers down yonder. You have your own kind hate on you worse than any white man can, and that's genocide right there. Because your mama and your daddy is black, your grandmama black, but you gonna sit up there and say you hate black. You hate yourself. That's self-loathing.
Yeah, exactly.
And they dangerous. That's worse than, because not only do they wish their destruction, they wish your destruction and stuff too, because they don't understand it. Not only am I gonna kill myself, I'm gonna kill you too. That kind. So confusion.
Yeah, I agree 100%. There is a whole lot of jealousy and
in the comedy world
amongst. Oh yeah.
It's sad. Because I'm here to laugh for a good time. I'm not here for a long time. I'm just here for a good time.
But you say that in the comedy world. That's everywhere, though.
That's everywhere. No, that's what I'm saying. We was just talking about color. I'm saying that it's like that in our world. It's like that all over, because all of us are comedians. Even Molly a comedian, because he be cracking jokes.
I'm talking about, you can go to McDonald's and somebody trying to become the manager, and they're going to hate and throw shade. Mm-hmm. Anything they can do to make them get that position in you. I mean, that's the same thing here. If we get ready to this dude say, I'm going to pick one of y'all, man, that nigga don't like you. I've been knowing you for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's going to always be that, no matter if it's comedy. I mean, comedy, acting, and all that, that's at the highest degree. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Political, that's at the highest degree. You know what I'm saying? But then we got all the inside stuff, all the essential workers, all them jobs. It don't matter where you at there. Everybody trying to get a better position and try to do better and get the things that they want and get. So they stepping and shading and stomping and, you know what I mean, tampering with your area and all that stuff. You know, that's what happens when somebody trying to make it. They gonna use everybody else as a stepping stool,
right?
If it's possible to get there.
When they have that mentality, and that's that dog dog mentality. That's what they sound like.
That's what it is. That's what they, by any means necessary. I'm gonna get mine. I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Can't nothing stop me and hold me back. But they ain't putting the positive part with that. They ain't saying the good stuff to do to go get that. They saying go out there and do it some other way with that type of with what we hear as our people. That's the stuff that we hear. You know what I mean?
Like you can get it fast, but it won't last.
White kids' parents don't tell them you're gonna get your bag, son. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get your bag. I'm gonna make sure you get your bag, or I'm gonna show you how to get the bag. They don't say it like that. They use the proper, you know, the stuff that's gonna take you through the stock exchange and stuff that's gonna take you into the business world and the business mind. I mean, y'all talk about that a million times on the show. You know, million times.
And when you get it fast, it don't last. I like to take it slow, then you know it's yours for sure.
But if you take it slow and you don't know what to do with it, if you get it fast and you don't know what to do with it, it don't matter. You don't know what to do with it. Right. You know what I mean? You got to know what to do with it. You can
know what to do with what I'm saying. You get it fast, government come back and snatch it from your ass. You get it fast because they know you did it crooked. Because you got so quick, but when you go to they can still snatch it from you if you get it slow. It don't matter. It don't matter.
The government, they're getting it anyway. They're getting it at both ends. They're getting it.
The government is doing a ditty. They're doing the ditty.
Yeah, but I agree with
you. I don't mean to laugh at that, man. I do not mean to laugh at Diddy.
Doing the government. Government been fucking niggas way longer than Diddy and anybody else that's been in the game. The government been in the game. The government been doing it since the biblical days and before that. You feel me? So they've been doing it to you. So I mean, it's so far gone. It would only take a missile to correct it. You couldn't even correct it. It's so far gone. I mean, we talked about, like I say here, from the Constitution to the fake ass law that they put in there that's going to damage you and me, but they putting it in there with a law. They don't vote just one law and they do 3, 4, 5, they do packages. So they'll have this law here that punishes you, but they put it in with a very popular law. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. So when you're clicking yes, you're clicking yes.
This law, this law and we're behind this law.
Like putting a cap
so,
on suing, that was a sneaking law.
So we stay behind it. We ain't never gonna be able to get right, you know. And they ain't gonna let the brothers in there. No brothers interested in getting to the politics game like that for real. That definitely ain't something we teaching in our communities. You know what I mean?
I got a question for Funny Man, because he grew up with like 5, black guys in the community. Was there any black women in your community?
Oh yeah, but that's what I was saying. They, you know what I mean. A lot of people, tease us know about, having mixed kids, whatever like that. No, but we don't do incest. So so it's like, there'll be some, out of towners that come in and move or something like that. No, but most of them was into white guys. You know what I mean?
So I go down to Cumberland, I can pick me up a white guy, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah,
they wasn't kissing cousins. They ain't do none of that. They had to go outside. We gotta go out the yard to get some booty. We can't get no booty around here.
I go down to Cumberland. I got my choice. I got white or black because there ain't that many blacks. So, but you would think they'd be lining up. Oh, there's a black girl in town. Let's go see.
Hey, I mean, you're not supposed to get. You're not supposed to get ups for that, Funny Man. They're going, But these days, you almost got to give you ups because these guys these days they be doing it to their cousins, they doing it to the sheep out in the back out there in Cumberland. They be hitting them sheep up. You know what I'm saying? Bah, hitting that joint up. You know what I mean?
He said,
So,
"Yeah, you know somebody that was in bestiality."
no, that ain't no lie.
No,
That's
no,
real Bill. I'm sure you heard about it up there in the mountains.
Oh yeah,
I know that.
I heard. Yeah,
Well,
I heard situations, but I've never.
Well, we know you ain't doing it to no sheep. You was out there getting the white girl. You was like, shit, I'll take me a white girl if I can't have it. I'm with you, brother. I've been with you, shorty.
I guess in the white people, that's incest because everybody cousins and stuff. So you had to get them in there. They had to get some pepper and all that salt to season the food right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, they would have started birthing niggas with two heads up there and shit like that. You can't be doing that. You know what I mean? You seen Wrong Turn. You seen that movie Wrong Turn before, haven't you? You see what they look like?
Oh yeah.
Yes, indeed.
You see what they look like?
If I'm not mistaken.
No. That wasn't Wrong Turn. That was The Hills Have Eyes.
Wrong Turn.
I saw Wrong Turn. They was normal people.
Oh no, they wasn't.
No, Wrong Turn. No, because there was like I think it was like 6 wrong turns or whatever like that. No, it's like part 1, 2, 3,
I'm talking about the old joint with the when you made the wrong turn up in them hills up there, West Virginia somewhere or something.
They said The Hills Have Eyes.
Inbreds. Yeah, inbred.
That was The Hill Have Eyes. When Wrong Turn, they was just getting the people to be part of that plan or whatever because they took that girl that made the wrong turn with the cat where her father had to go up there and try to save.
These was like kids going on a trip somewhere and
right. It was 6 of them.
The area. These guys was putting out traps for cars that come out. They was throwing like stuff in the road so you would crash and shit, and then they would chase you around the woods and.
You know that sound like Dyson, New Jersey. There was a place in New Jersey, that's on that highway. They said the most haunted highway in America, and they would like set stuff out there because we was doing a trailer. I was in a movie for that. It's called what was that movie called? The trailer for that movie. It's on YouTube. It was called Road Trip, and they was basing it off of that. Saying they were putting couches in the middle of the highway, so when you go move the couch, they come out and grab you, and it was cannibalism. They was eating you.
Yeah.
That was definitely Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, the wrong turn. It was based off area in West Virginia or whatever. No, which was like 20-25 minutes away from me. Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you. I know where you at. I know exactly what I said.
I know he was out in the woods.
I know what I'm talking about.
Because my son used to be up in West Virginia, Harper's Ferry, and we saw a totem. It looked like an Indian totem on there. And we went down the street. We was like, nope, it would look too dark. We turned the car around and we didn't take that road. I don't play with that. And then at night, black is black. And
I was in Beckley too. I was in Beckley, West Virginia as well.
Beckley, West Virginia, the coal miner. Ooh, they still burning out there. That's
FCI Beckley.
That's the coal up there in Beckley, West Virginia. That's the coal mining town.
Yes, FCI. It's also a federal correctional institution. FCI Beckley.
Well, now the government is up there. That's where they moved the IRS up in Beckley.
What you think the penitentiary is? You don't think that's government? United States.
Federal. Well, it's a federal pen.
Federal pen.
If you're in the Fed,
it's not a federal pen. Beckley got a It's not the pen. USPs are the pen. That's the FCI, Federal Correctional Institution.
I'm mad that you know too much about this, sir.
I mean, I lived that life. You know, I lived that life. At one point, let me see. My life was cut in thirds. I had my childhood, my freedom, and my incarceration were all tied. I had when I was 30, I had the childhood, and I had 10 years of freedom and 10 years of incarceration. At one point in my life, I was like, damn, you know, my life is so balanced right now. You know what I mean? I'm so balanced, you know. So yeah, I know a whole lot about that. That's a very, I can give you, you know, I can tell you this too. As many blacks as many people's in the law in the penitentiaries and all that, ain't none of them in the law library. Very few people are in the law library trying to get out. You know what I mean? Back in the day, the law library would be packed. Now ain't nobody up in there. Well, I ain't gonna say now. I've been out the penitentiary for many years now.
Well, we great bring this show to an end.
Peace.
So tomorrow is Turn Up Tuesday, but I get the second part of my root canal done, and I wanted to do a special show dedicated to Prince, but I don't think I'll be able to. It's part 2 of the root canal, y'all. So
I think it's gonna be good with that. It's gonna go better. I don't think you're gonna have as much pain. I hope. I think it's that medication. They put a thing in there for a medicated filling in there or something for a week before you get your root canal, and that's fighting it's fighting all any infections and all the stuff in there.
Well, it's still swollen. It's still swollen. She did put something in there, some kind of wherever, because it's not. I can feel the hole in it too. But my gums swelled up. That's why I rinse my mouth out with the hot salt water, you know, to keep the swelling. Then I do that, then the swelling go away. I think I must have got something in that hole or something, or in that gum. I don't know, but I know.
You got flush your mouth out a couple times a day after you eat and stuff like that to get that make sure ain't nothing in them holes, because they do be having little divots and stuff. They fill them, but they still be little divots.
So that's what they put in there, the medication, because it won't hurt as much until she pull it. I mean, she's not gonna pull it until
it's fighting any bacteria and any possible infections that may happen.
Well, she gave me antibiotics for a week.
I know, but they still put it directly in the tooth. Well, they did mines. I just had one not long ago. They did mines like that too. I had to go in and get that put in my tooth and come back a week later.
And they drill it in. Oh, you can smell that too. It smell like burnt.
They clean the whole thing. They did the whole canal. Actually, they do pretty much the whole canal. They clean it all the way out, and then they put that stuff in it. Then bring you back and do it again. They'll take that stuff out, and then they'll fill it with the shit, and then they'll cap it. So
I wonder why do they put that fake stuff in there?
You got to get caps on that because they're chewing teeth. One of the front teeth, they might not put a cap on a root canal, but the back teeth, they put cap on because a lot of chewing, a lot of activity.
I'm scared. They got to give me a mouth guard because I grind my teeth and don't even know it.
Go buy yourself an NFL, one of them recreational mouthpieces, dip it in the hot water, make it fit your tooth comfortably, and then you ain't even got to pay for it. It costs you like $2.
Yeah.
And then don't worry about grinding your teeth at night.
It hurts just thinking about it tomorrow.
Like $1.99, $2.99, like that.
Yeah, you know, I was going to get that one of those things from the dental school. I went to the dental school and they're cheaper there, right? Them mouth guards, they still was like $300-400. I was like, what? You crazy? Because I grind my teeth too. They said you must grind your teeth when you sleep because they can look at them and tell. Yeah. So I was like, well, give me one of them mouth guards. I thought they'd be like a meatball or something, man. They're like $400, man. I was like, man, you crazy? I ain't buying that for no $400. No rubber.
And I didn't even know I grind my teeth. I just used to think I was doing too much of it. Get the jaw, get all tight, get all hurting and down in the jaw. Oh.
You thought it was from chewing all that gristle. Do you bust the chicken bone open and get the bone marrow?
No, the bone marrow. I'm a bubble gum person. I like chewing gum. I'm a bubble gum.
When I was carnivoring it, boy, I used to get the bone marrow. Me and my grandmother used to sit at the table like we was busting crab legs, busting bone marrow.
My grandmother used to do that too and chew it up. No. I eat the gristle.
slurp that bone marrow out that bone. God damn, that bone marrow, son.
Sure, I know people eat the cartilage and chew the bone and all that. I can't.
I seen my grandmother eat fish bone. How the hell you chew up fish bone? But I seen it. I was it's a pile of. I'm like, Grandma, fish bone. You got a rough mouth that could chew some fish bone. But my granny could.
My
She ate all
grandmother,
the bones.
my grandmother's hand would be swelled up right now, walking around seeing the chicken they leave on these bones these days. You wasn't leaving the table with that much chicken on your bone, and nothing like that back in my day, boy. You had to eat that chicken off. Wasn't no ends on that thing. It was like corn, nigga, when you was done with it. It looked like a cob when you was done with it. She was at the table. Sit down, boy. You ain't done.
Yeah, you better not eat no dark meat. My sisters had a thing that they used to think it was worms in the chicken because the chicken eat worms, and when they eat dark meat, to the bone, they were like, worms.
Oh yeah,
They wouldn't, that's why they started eating white meat. My mother would get them a leg or thigh, and I just be sitting there.
Nasty. Ew, yo, that do be nasty when you get that thigh vein or something in you. That
You mean the leg with the leg?
Yeah.
Nope. I peeled right on around it. They be like, Reese, eat this, Reese. I'm like, thank you, I will.
I'm glad I'm plant-based now, shorty. God damn. That just
See,
brought
they
back
used to
a
think it was worms. The darkness in there was, and I was like, no, it's not worms. So,
Hey, Joe,
but
you say you don't eat meat anymore?
No, I gave that up.
Yeah, I gave it up like 2 years ago.
you're vegan too?
I'm not gonna say
Be on
vegan.
a panel full of vegans.
No, the full of vegetarians. They gave meat.
Do you still eat dairy products?
Yeah, everyone like some
Cheese, coffee, cream.
cheese, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta give up that next.
When you
He's
give
just
that up,
a vegetarian.
when you give that up, that's when you'll truly feel the difference. When you give up the dairy product, my recommendation would be give up the dairy product first before the meat. You know what I mean? Because the dairy product is way worse for you than the meat is. Right. The dairy product got pus and every dairy product got pus in it.
Pus.
Every one. Right. There's nothing that don't have pus in it. Even the dust. When they make the dust seasoning that has dairy in it, it comes back to life. The mucus comes back to life.
It's pussy. How do you spell pussy?
Pus, P-U-S-S. Pus.
Pus.
No, I'm saying no. My mom was so well. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's called jism. That's J. It's kind of the same thing, you know what I mean? They both
pussy.
got,
You all pussy. Pussy. It depends on your accent, pussy, and sound like, oh, you all pussy, you all pussy.
Yeah, but I would tell you because
that don't stop you from eating that pussy. You eat that pussy.
Yeah, I don't swallow though. I don't swallow. When you give up that, if you ever do give up the dairy products, you'll feel the difference in your body when you give that up because that has your insides coated.
I feel a big difference.
I can't feel bad. I'm just saying that your sinuses will clear up. Any body aches and pains will go away when you give up my body aches and pains. Well, I had a lot of body aches and pains in my back. I had no clue what it was, and when I gave up dairy, it went away. My sinus infections every year went away. I ain't had a sinus infection, man. I've been doing really good. I might have had one in the past 5-6 years, So, but yeah, that's that dairy product. That's some terrible stuff. So I would say eat the fish and stuff and give up the product and then work and then see which one of those meats don't digest well with you. Because it's all about digestion for real.
Right. Well, I gave up all seafood. I don't touch no seafood. I didn't have a choice. I'm allergic to it, but I gave it up. I gave it up though.
Hey, funny man, You ever had any you ever eat any mountain oysters? I know you know what mountain oysters is. You ever had mountain oysters up there in Cumberland?
I never ate an oyster in my life.
Wait a minute, you said an oyster. Do y'all know what mountain oysters are?
No, what is a mountain oyster?
Ooh. Let me tell you the story. I was with my grandfather, and we was at farmers market, and I said, "Oh, granddaddy, they said mountain oysters, but what is that?" And he said, "They mountain oysters, girl, mountain oysters." I was like, "Them don't look like no oysters I eat." I'm looking, I said, "What waters did they get them oysters out?" You know, because I'm looking at it, right? I said, "No, granddaddy." The man behind the counter is cracking up. And I'm like, "Granddaddy," you know, and I'm still stuck with him. Like, "Granddaddy," he was like, and the guy behind the counter was like, "They nuts. They the nuts." I was like, but my grandfather was that ashamed to tell me what it was. I was like 13, yeah, but I'm big enough to know. Tell me they nuts. Granddaddy knew when the man, you know.
They kept you sheltered. They didn't want you to see any type of nuts. No,
you
probably didn't even know what a cashew was until
no, we ate peanuts. We was cracking nuts. I was told they was nigger toes. That was my first nut. I was an adult when I found out that a Brazil nut is a nigger toe. Like, I got any nigger toes? That's what they called my. That's all I knew. Brazil nut.
They hard as a motherfucker. Them Brazilian, they hard ass nuts. They hard than a motherfucker to break, baby. Hard to break. They is nigger.
I used to break mine with my teeth. Nigger toes. They call it nigger toes. Ask my aunt and them. Yes, I did. I used to crack. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
One of these?
Hey,
one of these right here?
The nigger toes. Yes.
No, you ain't breaking this.
Ask my aunt. Ask my aunt. Ask my family.
The other ones, the little more oval joints, the light brown, them nuts though, them regular walnuts. But
I had the walnuts. I broke all the nuts. I broke the walnuts, the acorn.
You can barely break these with a nut cracker.
No, you know what my grandmother told me? I had some special jaws, baby. My grandmother said, "You keep doing that, you ain't gonna have no teeth. One day you ain't gonna have no teeth.
All right.
You ain't gonna have no teeth." I kid you not. I kid you not. Ask my family.
You got special jaws.
You know, and my grandparents, my granddad would be cracking with the hammer and stuff. I'd be like, I can't wait, like crack. And crack. My grandmother was like,
"That's the talent she grew. That's the talent she grew. She grew that talent, Molly. She went from cracking Brazilians to being
we cracked all nuts."
They're like, "Don't you try crack that with your teeth? You're gonna knock all your damn teeth out your
That's
mouth."
all. That's the only thing they said. But I was up there.
Tempted, dog.
Here I go. No, I ain't, grandma. No, I ain't. Crack. Sitting there eating that crack.
I could barely break this with a nutcracker. I'm trying to tell you.
Joints hard is a motherfucker.
When I was young, I used to take the top off the cap, the beer, click it with my teeth, and just
I ain't never see Reese. If you can do this, Reese, you need to do it on live, and you will go viral because can't nobody do that. It's like doing a cinnamon challenge. Only a few people can do it. You probably
I did.
A few that can break that nut with your
Why
teeth.
Why you telling me to break the nuts now when my teeth is all jacked up, Molly?
Yeah, my teeth, I wouldn't even give it a shot.
That's probably why.
Yes, my jaw is strong. Yes, my jaw is strong.
Ain't no teeth cracking through that. You need strong jaws to do that.
Yeah,
I got strong jaws.
Call me Glass JoJo, baby. Then.
They didn't call me Jabba Jaws for nothing.
My
Jaws, where Felicia? Felicia tell you these jaws. With Felicia, she would tell you that these jaws was be cracking nuts and bottles and everything.
I used to do the bottle game. I paid for that though later in life. I did the bottle opening top game, but I cracked my teeth up doing it too. But that Brazilian nut game, you a beast with that. Matter of fact, I don't even know if a brother want any top piece from you if you cracking Brazilian nuts. You know what I'm saying? Because you might slip up and bust a nigga, break somebody in half or something by accident.
I might fall asleep. I might fall asleep.
Oh my goodness. It sound like what's that joint? What's that movie? Where the dude broke through the wall in the jail. Shane Shaw Redemption or whatever that is.
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah. When them guys was trying to take him off, told him, I'm gonna put something in your mouth. He said, "Did you know how a guy does when he bites down on it?" And boy, he said, "Shit, that's." He said they whooped his ass that day, but they ain't put nothing in his mouth though. So no. If you break a Brazilian nuts, don't nobody want none of that top piece. Not me anyway. Shit. That's dangerous stuff right there.
You is crazy. That when we was kids.
Hey Molly, you gotta sign a waiver to get some of that here.
Y'all crazy.
Sign a waiver.
Yes, it was Brazilian nuts, and my uncle, that was enough of us to crack nuts with our teeth.
Man, y'all ain't had the real Brazilian nuts. Y'all had like
we had nigga toes.
Philippines.
We had the real.
I can see them doing some.
We did nuts. We did the hazelnuts. Hazelnuts was hard too.
Acorn.
We had hazelnuts, almonds. We didn't. Peanuts was easy to crack. I could crack peanuts with my hands, with my fingers. And you know what? We could crack walnuts together because you take 2 walnuts and put it together. And my granddad showed me how you crack them together. Yeah, they did the same thing with pecans.
Talking about like walnuts, I can see somebody cracking them with your teeth.
That's easy.
I wouldn't even want to do that.
And pecans, Brazil nuts. Yeah. Brazil nuts is easy. What you got to do, you got to bite the flat end first. Crack the flat end, and then you go around and then to get the back end that's flat.
What you talking about? Which nuts you talking about? Brazilian nut?
I'm talking about the Brazil nut, the olive shape.
We learned the hard way. You always try to open it that way, and you found out that shit wasn't impossible. Bruh. You had to wait for that nutcracker. You like,
I don't know.
Let me see it, bro.
We didn't. And if I had one here, I would show you.
No, I wouldn't want you to. Nah, your teeth, man, that shit ain't nothing.
You know, I had to do it on my good side. On my good side. Right?
Nah, that shit ain't to be played with.
Shit out of this. I squeezed the shit out of this nut.
That shit's done.
Is you weak? Is you? He Joe might just be weak at squeezing nuts.
This a pair of scissors with the little thing in the middle that like a can opener, but you can crack nuts with it. I can crack all the other nuts with this scissors, except the Brazilian nuts was the only ones left over. That's why I had a bag of mixed nuts. These were the only ones I couldn't get open with the scissors.
That's because you see the flat hard part. You got to get bite the part that's coming down together first.
Motherfucker, you ain't breaking my teeth off down here. Follow directions.
There's a science to
this like the science to cracking crab. I've seen people crack crabs so many different ways.
Oh, I can do a crab. I can do crab all day.
You know, you see people that
have
to
seen
use the
nobody
crab.
bite through a jawbreaker. That's basically what I'm hearing. You ever see somebody bite a jawbreaker?
Yeah, I've been coming up. Yeah, not a real jawbreaker, not the old penny store candy jawbreakers, not the back in the day jawbreakers.
Atomic Fireball, yeah.
I've done that. I've fit into that before. I've broken them behalf before, the fireballs and stuff like that.
And they good after you soak all the red off of it, the candy part. So the fireballs, but the real jawbreaker, no.
Yeah,
I mean the kind that got turned different colors.
You should have got granddad and grandmoms to hook up the video VCR back in the day and video recorded you busting those nuts open with your mouth, because you would definitely get, because
they used to say, you ain't gonna have no teeth. Reese, you ain't gonna have no teeth. I'm like, yes, it means, grandma. Girl, you can't do that. Yes, it means.
So what that telling you right now?
I'm hard headed.
That these motherfucking nuts is for real. If your grandma, since back in the 40s, we've been having trouble with these Brazilian nuts. You know what I'm saying? Since way back in the day, we've been having trouble. And here you come opening my your grandparents ain't going. You know they're gonna tell you. Grandparents back in the day would tell you. These grandparents now, only thing they're telling you to do is go to the store for them. Go to the store for them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they say, yo, you gonna have no teeth. You fuck around with these, yo.
And not thinking one day nobody's gonna have any teeth. If you get a certain age, your teeth just fall out. Not everybody, but you know.
Not everybody. Some people, because I know 90, what was she, 93, 94, she had a lot of her teeth.
Yeah, so did my Aunt Dolly. They buried her. She was in the 80s. And she had a lot of her, because she could lie to you, but she got a lot of her mouth was raggedy than a mug, though. Like Aunt Dolly, she had some missing teeth.
Yeah.
So, but she had a lot of teeth in there, so she had enough to still chew. She didn't have dentures. She had these here, the ones in the front, but the ones in the back is the one with the missing. So, do we lose our jaw teeth first when we start losing teeth?
I don't know. It depends on what kind of lifestyle you living. You know what I'm saying? If you're out there in the streets, you usually lose one of your front teeth first.
Oh.
But if you,
I don't have that lifestyle. You see this? You see, I got all my teeth. Thank goodness. I got a beautiful smile, and I'm cracking Brazil nuts with these teeth with the beautiful smile. Crack is some back teeth that was doing it.
Yeah, the back teeth they usually break up a lot.
And this tooth back there in the back is the one that's swollen, and you can see the gum. All right, can you tell?
You did right by keeping it, though. I think you did right by keeping it, because you want your chewers.
I didn't have a choice. The dentist wouldn't pull it. She's like, we want a root canal. I'm like, pull this joke. It hurts.
Oh, you just went to the wrong dentist, though.
No, she root canal. She said, no, we're not going to pull it.
That's right. I'm saying she root canal, but I'm saying if you wanted it pulled, shit, you know what I'm saying? She just trying to get that paper too, though. But it will help you in the short run.
Molly, didn't you have a tooth pulled, Molly?
Yeah.
Was it your back tooth?
Next to my back tooth.
Yeah, that's what this one is. That's what it is. It's not the last tooth, but it's the one next to it. Yep.
Tooth.
And they didn't say nothing. They pulled it out. They didn't say nothing. She didn't try to talk you into keeping it.
They did once. I got the one you dealing with on my left side. I got one tooth. I got the back tooth, but I ain't got the one in front of it. And then on this side, I ain't got the back tooth or the one in front of it. So you want to keep your teeth, because now I got to get partials for my back teeth just so I can chew my food up, because it fucks with your digestion. I got to sit there and chew my food.
Because that's why you eat your
I eat so slow.
Your watermelons.
Yeah,
you eat fruit though. Imagine you ain't ripping through meat.
That's easy digestive shit. So in the morning I ain't got no problem, but my main meal at night got a little bit of concentrated food in it. You know, a little bit. I still got my vegetables, raw vegetables or lightly cooked vegetables, and then I'll have, you know, either whatever protein or whatever potatoes. So you only supposed to food combinations are so important, because when you put two different types of food in your body that calls for two different acids that come through your stomach, one's an alkaline acid and the other one's is acidic acid. And if you eat something that calls for the alkaline acid, and then you eat something with that also calls for the acidic acid, everybody knows in science class just from high school, if you put alkaline and into acid together, they retard each other. So that's what happens. You eat a bad combinating food like cheese and your protein and your steak, or cheese with your potato, and then they both.
But everybody eats cheese and potatoes.
I know that, but it's still not the right combination of food. You're supposed to eat your cheese with your vegetables, and then that's it. Or your steak with your vegetables, or your potatoes with your vegetables. You're supposed to eat just one concentrated thing at a time with your vegetables, and we don't do that. We don't do that here. You know, we got the cheese.
I need butter, cheese, chives, and bacon.
Let me tell you
I don't need the bacon, but I do want my.
You need a cheeseburger. Then you got the bread, you got the meat, and you got the cheese. So
and lettuce and tomatoes and onions. Don't forget that.
Okay, all that, and the salt, the ketchup, mustard, all that. So when it hits your stomach, it automatically retards your stomach. So now that food sits in your stomach for 8 hours until finally the stomach just pushes it down through your intestines just to say, like, here, you take it. And then your intestines get all this fermented, rotten food that now it's supposed to pull all the nourishments out of it. And there is none. So now it's just running toxins to under your chin, running toxins to under your arms, running toxins around your belly, trying to hide these fatty toxins, and then running back and get more, trying to get this food digested.
It's doing a bad ass job because it ain't hiding nothing. Can you see this? It ain't hiding it. It ain't hiding
I'm saying they hiding it on the inside. It shows on the outside, though. You see what I'm saying? Like,
it ain't gone nowhere.
You know why you get them there? You know why you get it at your throat? You know why you get it there? You know why you get it on your arms? You know why you get it at your belly? You know why you get it in your thighs?
Why?
Because your body's so smart that your body's pushing all them fat and toxins away from anywhere away from your main arteries.
Yeah.
Until there's
well, what about these titties? They ain't putting it away from these.
Until there's no more space there, and then it starts to push into your main arteries.
What about the boobies? Don't that count? Push to your titties?
I'm saying the most places you see people gain is under their arms, around their waist, and in their chin is where you first see it. Like somebody cannot be really big at all and still see that double chin coming. You see what I'm saying? That's because they're eating a lot of foods that ain't getting digested. And time that's getting digested is nothing but toxins and shit coming through your body, and then your body's trying to hide all these things in your body, away from your organs. And then it's like, I'll be back later to take care of you. But we never give it a break to where it gets to come back. It just keeps storing. It's like you making shoes all day and never selling them. So after 5 years, you got a warehouse full of shoes, but you ain't never sold none.
I got to get rid of this. That don't work.
You gotta start combining your food correctly.
Yeah, when I was out the country, they had more sides than like the actual meat. Like they meat be little, it'd be like a little bits of chicken, then it's a whole bunch of rice or a whole bunch of greens and veggies. It's mostly veggies. We do the opposite. We might have a big plate of steak, and then we got 2 little sides, or maybe 2 big sides, but they keep their meat portion small and they veggies high.
Yeah.
Molly, I had a cousin that that he didn't eat vegetables. He ain't eat vegetables. Only vegetables that nigga might eat was like a baked potato or something, and that's not even because after you cook it, it's concentrated food. No, it's not a Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
That's how I was. That's why.
And he was skinny like his bone.
The doctor said you better start eating some vegetables and cut back on that stuff like you eating, or else you ain't gonna be here much long. You ain't gonna see your son grow up.
Yeah. Shit, I was in the hospital for about 5 days. They ain't know what was wrong with me, and they start asking me questions like, "When the last time you ate that?" I'm like, "I don't eat vegetables." I'm like, "That's just something I ain't like to do." It's like I didn't. It's
so
like,
your BMs was impacted because if you don't eat nothing but meat,
I couldn't use the bathroom.
That is miserable not being able to. Oh gosh.
They put me on a 2-week vegan diet, and after that, I felt like a brand new person. I felt better than I ever felt in life, and I was like, "Shit, I'm gonna just stick with this for a month." And after that, shit, it been almost 8 years now. I ain't never like not eating veggies again. That's all I need to eat. I'm like, shoot, I let go of the meat. That's what basically put me there. So I let go of the shit that put me there, and the shit that got me back where I was at, I just hold on to that.
So funny, man, what's your story? How did you just start eating just vegetables? Let go of the meat.
I was diagnosed with I had Lyme disease, and from the Lyme disease I had blood clots in my brain. Or whatever. So yeah, so that's when I started doing research, wherever about like eating healthy, being healthy, different things like that. And I found out about like eating meat and different things like that, how it hurts the body and different things like that. So that's when I cut that off. But he is right, when he was talking about, dairy products and stuff like that. No, but it's hard to turn away that macaroni and cheese. Like
That
I
was my
was real
last
big.
meat.
I was
Yeah,
real
you
big
up
with
there with
chicken
white
wings.
folks. So how do they cook their macaroni and cheese? I done seen
Oh,
some white folks make
I
some.
make my own.
Oh, so you
My
bake yours in the
ironically,
oven? It ain't in the pot.
oh
You
yeah,
still.
bake, yeah, not that Kraft, not that Kraft macaroni and cheese. I can't mess with that mess. But yeah, that's when I started turning to giving up meat and stuff like that.
Well, I tell you what, boy, when you ever take a leap, give up that dairy stuff, and you got to read. I mean, you really, it's rough though. Until you really get a hang of it in the stores and stuff, it's rough. I mean, you can't eat out a lot. You know, you can't eat out a lot. You know, but it's
Wait a
rough.
minute. Do you drink milk?
No, they got. Why would you drink
No,
milk?
I'm asking.
Funny
Man, do he drink milk?
I drink coconut milk.
So you put coconut milk in your cereal?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I cook with coconut milk. I put it in my soup, especially if I'm making my Jamaican style soup. But I use the powdered coconut.
Oatmeal milk's good too. That Oatly milk's good. That oat milk. I mean, they got so many brands of milk with no pus in it. It's ridiculous. Now, what I would recommend is to get the unsweetened ones and stuff like that, because you can always add a little bit of sugar in it if you want.
Right.
But
no sugar.
I'm just saying I would get the unsweetened ones when possible. You know.
When I first gave them, well, the reason why I gave them milk was because, you know what I mean, I got on TikTok and I was seeing about the puss and the bleach and all that. I was like, I almost threw up.
Bleach.
So, yeah.
They put bleach in milk.
Yeah, so that's how it turns white or whatever.
Well, I know real milk was yellow and thick because I seen it come out of a cow.
Milk is puss. Milk is puss.
Yellow and thick.
It's gray. It's kind of gray.
No, you saw some gray. I saw yellowish.
All right. Well, I'm saying I came my mother's side of the family came up on dairy farming. You know what I'm saying? That's where they got their money at, dairy farm back in Michigan back in the day on my mother's side. And I used to go out there every year, you know, to work on the farm and visit the family. So I've seen it firsthand with that nasty ass shit.
That's what I said. Seeing that yellowish stuff.
I paid no attention then, no. That shit was nothing then. I probably took the nipple and did it like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing then. But now when I rewind my eyes and see what I seen, I'd be like, ew. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I turned from that and I went to almond milk, and then I seen something about almond milk or whatever like that.
The breeds contain carcinogens at a certain type of almond milk. The containers giving you cancer, and that was the Diamond Breeze brand, causing cancer. But soy ain't good for if you don't do good with soy.
The containers.
Soy is on oxygen. Soy ain't all that good too for you.
Ain't nothing too much of anything ain't good. If you drink too much water, you can drown your system. And we all know water good for you, so shouldn't overdo anything.
Go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. But they say something about the cotton. They gonna say the cotton.
This Oatly. But
I seen that milk in
but this is the super. This is the very low ingredients. This has just got like a few ingredients in it. So
what are the ingredients in it?
Oh man, you gonna make me put my glasses on?
Cause I'm curious.
Most people,
because I seen something about oat milk too. I seen something about soy milk, oat milk,
all that. I mean, the almonds themselves, the almond skin. You know, the almond skin, the skin on the almond. You know that shit's poison. It got poison in it too. But it's so hard. It's so hard to clean them off that they just sound like they ain't enough. It ain't enough to do nothing to us, but it's not really good for us. The skin on the almond.
So read what it say on the back of your oat milk. I want to. It shouldn't say nothing but oat and water, right?
I gotta get in the light. I gotta get in the light. Ingredients. All right, it says oat base, water, oats, sea salt, and citrus fibers.
What citrus fibers?
It's probably the citrus fibers, like it sounds like citrus acid. It's a natural it's a natural ingredient out of a plant or some shit like that. That
Yeah, it just help combine the
yeah,
ingredients. That's
yeah,
the only way them ingredients can stay together. Without it, it just had different levels. It never
yeah.
become
But
one.
See, they say you should never eat enough if you don't know what you're eating, but I know what citrus fibers is.
yeah,
But that's
citrus
what I was
fiber,
just
citrus
asking
acid,
on the
all the
back
same. But
of.
that's it. Oat base is water and oat mixed together. That's oat base, and
And
then
oatmeal,
sea salt,
little
and
salt.
citrus fiber. That's the only ingredients.
Now,
Yeah.
do you got the regular milk container up there?
No, so some of the other now, if you look at the almond milk from whatever that brand, Deep Diamond or something. Now look at
Almond breeze.
their ingredients. Their ingredients going to be 50 words long. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
one
saying?
of them is
Like,
carcinogenic, and then you see anything that says carcin or something, you want to stay away.
Yeah.
so
We got
my
whole milk.
taste buds change though. Like my flavors, I mean, I get so much flavor out of the smallest things these days. You know, like when I eat kale, that kale pops. So I mean, it's your taste buds change when you lose that salty, and everything got to be extra additives. When you lose that salty taste, because we eat so much salt and sugars that our taste buds are burnt out from the salt. That's why that's why people of our color like so much spicy and really seasoned up food these days, because we need more seasonings to taste our foods because we're building tolerance for it, you know, and it's showing in our bodies as well. So once you get that salt out of your body like that, your taste buds change, and it doesn't take as much to get them riled up. And they get riled up for more natural ingredients. Like instead of coffee in the morning, I crave fruit. Now I used to crave coffee. That was the first thing I did every morning. But now when I'm laying in my bed, I'm like, boy, I can't wait to get to that watermelon and that cantaloupe and that honeydew. I can't wait.
Let me ask you, did you eat this morning?
I ate a mango and a bite of a watermelon. I didn't have a whole. I was supposed to go to the store, but I said, let me come on here. I gotta go re-up on my fruits and vegetables today.
Funny man, what you eat this morning?
I didn't eat anything. When I got on is that's when I got on, that's when I first woke up.
Okay, Molly, what you eat this morning?
Sunlight.
That's all I ate this morning too, and they said that's bad because I'm waiting too long to eat. But before I went to bed, ask me what I ate.
What you eat?
Junk food.
I ate an Asian pear.
Oh yeah,
and it was
Asian
delicious.
Pear. That's a racist thing. Y'all got racist fruit out here.
I mean, because my mouth is hurting and it was hard. Because I chewed on this side and it was sweet. It was delicious.
I know you can get through a pear. You can get through a Brazilian nut. You'll be all right.
No, I'm talking about because this side of my mouth is with the gum and stuff was swollen.
I need to try one of them pears.
I haven't been able to eat my potato chips.
Usually with the soft.
It was nice and crunchy, but it was
they're
good.
A little harder. I was about to say.
I love it. That's why I love box pears and the Asian because I love the crunch. But
did it come in that little white sock?
Yeah, the foam to keep it from.
Yeah, they put it in that little sock.
It was $1.09 to keep it from bruising or touching. I guess bumping. It was $1.09 per pair. I only bought 2 of them. I wish I would have bought more. I cannot eat chips right now because it hurts my teeth for some reason. I don't know why. The crunching, but that pear is so good. The celery tastes so good, and the raw carrot tastes so. Because I'm tasting the sweet out of it. But I'm hungry. I want my meat. I want my chicken.
You could probably eat some mountain noises. Mountain noises might be tender.
No, I don't want no pork. I'm not craving no beef. I want my chicken. I want my yard bird.
Well, all you gotta do is put your yard bird put it in the fruit processor or the blender, and then just go ahead and suck it on down.
You know what? I don't like ground chicken. I don't like ground meat.
Just get some mushrooms. You can manipulate all this taste. Why you think these vegan patties and stuff winning? Because they know it ain't nothing about the meat. The meat don't taste good. You don't never see a line like this. No, it's the seasoning. So they using the same type of seasoning, which is still not bad for you. Just too much of seasoning. You got something that's good, but that's what's bringing the flavor. And once you put that same seasoning on the mushrooms and stuff, it's gonna taste like you got a burger, fish. They making all types of chicken patties with mushrooms.
You know what? Because they have these mushrooms at they little button mushroom. I think they button mushroom. They little mushrooms, and they went at the Cheesecake Factory. Was that where we were? Oh, no, it was Outback. They used it for an appetizer. You know what I'm talking about? And they fry it up, and they bring it to you. These are the whole mushrooms. They're not sliced up. They're the whole little mushrooms. But when you chew that thing, that it is hot and pop. It do remind you of flesh, like you biting into something.
It's juicy because the mushroom
it's juicy, yeah. It's real, and it was hot, juicy. I was like,
if you cook a portobello, that's so much juice come out that portobello.
This was a whole mushroom.
I know what you're saying, though. They hold a lot of. I don't know what the name of. There's so many mushrooms.
Yeah.
There's some. You talking about the baby bellas? Maybe the baby bellas. They got the little baby bellas. I fry them whole. Sometimes I go when I want to fry them. That's what I do. Or else you gotta slice them because they be too big. You gotta go find a pack with a whole bunch of little ones in it instead of the bigger ones in it.
These was little mushrooms, and they was the Outback Steakhouse, and they was delicious.
They do be juicy though, because the portobellos I gotta let them sit out for about 2 or 3 days in the refrigerator, upside down. I mean, right side with the. I guess it would be upside down for a mushroom. So the bottom of the mushroom sitting up like that, and I let them sit out for a couple of days, and then I make portobello pizzas out of them. But if you don't let them sit out for a day and let some of that air, get some of the juice out of it, let the air dehydrate it a little bit, it'll be too wet for a pizza. They just get all soaky wet.
How big is these mushrooms you talking about?
The portobello mushrooms, they probably like that. The big portobello.
Right, the one that's so they make the portobello burgers. You talking about making a pizza?
I let them sit out in the refrigerator for a couple of days, and then, or even 1 day, just to get some of the moisture out of them. And then I put sauce and cheese and anything else that I want on it, and then put them in the oven.
So what you do with the parts you cut off? The stem?
I take that part off and put it in another meal. Or slice it up and put it on top with the cheese. You can do anything with it. Or just eat them raw out the mushroom when you puck them off.
No, I don't like raw mushroom. I ate a raw mushroom out the No. I don't like mushroom out the can either.
We need to eat a lot of raw foods. Though our people, we need to eat a lot more raw foods. We should be eating raw up until afternoon. You should eat your fruits and then your raw vegetables, and then have your meal at night with a nice balanced cooked meal. If you do that, you're guaranteed to lose weight. Guaranteed to lose weight. Guaranteed to get rid of body pain. Guaranteed to a whole lot of that.
It's 1:18. I'm guaranteed to get off this phone and go eat my other Asian pear because my pear was good.
Eventually,
I don't think I lost no weight, but I know last week
they listen. When the doctors say do, they listen. Eventually, it say you can't eat that no more. They're like, I don't eat that no more. Why you eat that? Because I got this, and the doctor said. But we trying to avoid that for a lot of people. So it's just until the doctor say you can't eat, a lot of people.
The doctor tell people you ain't supposed to eat this, that, and the other. The doctor tell you that. Well,
yeah, when
he's saying this, we don't hear it until the doctor say it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat my Asian pear. I don't care what the doctor say. I'm going to eat that pear. It was good. It was delicious.
Ain't nothing wrong with that pear, shorty.
Nothing wrong with the pear.
You should get a pair of them pears.
No, I'm going to get some more. They expensive, but they was delicious.
Yeah. All right, well, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for welcoming.
See y'all tomorrow. Well, tomorrow turn up Tuesday. I might not be here tomorrow, but I should be okay. If no, I won't be here because it'll be during the time. Y'all see that? Freedom Festival. Freedom Festival.
Okay.
You see
That's
who
a lot
on
of
there?
niggas. That's a lot of niggas on that
But
poster.
it's the festival. It's for 2 days.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
You recognize anybody up there?
Yeah, I recognize a whole lot of y'all. I see you. I see Lakeisha. I see Phil. I don't know who that is. I seen that dude before. I forget her
You see
name.
Lee at the bottom. That's what he's talking about. In the blue.
Oh yeah, I see
In the
Lee.
bottom.
Lee looking at the motherfucking plane ride flying by.
Gigi, that's Lee. Gigi Wong is up there.
Lee got them slick ass old school poses where you looking up at the sky and shit. Yeah.
That was
I
the
see.
penitentiary poses, wasn't they?
Yeah,
Every
that
chick
well, no,
was like,
I mean, you know, the penitentiary pose. That was when a nigga always squat down.
or you standing up, what they doing? They standing up.
That's the club shit right there. Back in the club when the nigga looking like he looking across the way when they're taking the picture and shit. You ain't looking at the camera. You like giving them a profile or something like that. Yeah. That's one of them old club flicks. Y'all, one of them club flicks. We
Now
had to
it
pay
makes sense.
$1,000.
Yeah, it makes sense. I just didn't think niggas knew they was gonna die. I was like, dang, how he knew he was gonna die? It's like he's looking up in the sky. They be having on his shirt. They be like, yeah, it's like he just knew. But that was the pose back then. A lot of niggas always looked up towards the sky.
They should have been looking up for
the back. You know, that was a very popular picture. I got a whole bunch of pictures where brothers got their backs turned. Where we always somebody used to always turn their back to the camera and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know where that came popular, but that
came
was very
from Curtis Blow. That's what it came from.
Very popular back in the 80s and shit.
Curtis Blow, look. These
Yeah.
are the break. And
Back in
Jerry
the
Curls
80s,
was popular
everybody turned their back on the camera.
They turned
They're
their
like,
back with their Jerry Curl juice.
No, we ain't do no Jerry. We ain't had too many Jerry curls around our way. We did have a couple though. Jerry curls. Oh,
Back in the 80s, that was man. And you know what group made it popular?
NWA, baby.
No, before NWA. Ready for the World. It was Ready for the World. In full force. Round them, all the Ready for the World.
Full force. I remember them